It's time to play Sonic Mania, or Sonic Mania Plus specifically, good old Encore mode. I'm trying to learn a new route with good old Ray here. Cause like, he can go through Flying Battery like so much faster than most of the other characters can. So I'm trying to get that down, but it's like really hard. So we'll see if I get there, man. But I am trying, I assure you. Okay, let's see. I need to grab a certain number of rings. I'm trying to go Super Saiyan over here. Being Super Saiyan is obviously faster than not being a Mighty Saiyan. Alright, so there we go. Let's see if I don't kill myself. Alright, I've already messed up and I'm dead. Okay. So, let's restart that. It's like, that's the problem. Is, in this mode, when a character dies, they're going for, oh snap, yo, 10th Doctor! Yo, with the tier 2 sub 13 months in a row. I believe he told me before he had, hit that 13 months, but, Twitch was being stupid or something. But yo, either way, man, much appreciation, 10th Doctor. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good today. Why did I just jump off of that? That's exactly what I needed. I need to go up here. This is what I want. Alright, so we got 35 rings. So yeah, we shouldn't need to go to the top section here. So I'm just gonna fall down. Oh, I skipped those rings. I can't skip the rings. Alright, there we go. BRB, you're lurking? Yo, do what you gotta do, 10th Doctor, no worries. Alright, here we go. Oh no! Ah, I jumped too high. I jumped too high and I bumped into the stupid turret there, so I died. Oh yeah, that reminds me, my Get Good bot is totally not on. Let me turn that on real quick. Oh wait, did I reset the gets and the goods? I don't think I did. Yo, 2 seconds. Yo, do you wanna like behave or nah? Alright, let's see. Get good. Not supposed to get 34. Fix that. Alright, there we go. It should be good now. We should be beautiful. Alright. Alright, back to trying to do this really stupid hard trick in this game, man. Yeah, I learned of this one actually just by going for it myself. Like, I was trying to see, like, where can I save time? And I was thinking about, like, which character, because, you know, I have 5 different characters I get to play as in Encore mode. And the one I'm most interested in was Ray, so I was like, I was looking around, you know, like, Sonic Mania Speedrun Discord, stuff like that. And trying to see, oh, and also just the leaderboards. Trying to figure out where people were saving all the time. And I saw that, oh, messed that up again. Yeah, Zaxxon, he was doing a lot of stuff with Tails and Knuckles. I was like, that's super cool. But Ray's way cooler. So let me see if I can find any Ray specific tech and see if I can use that to save all the time. And I did! I found a Flying Battery Zone. It was like, I don't know, it's like a 20 or, whoops, I didn't mean to exit all the way out. Now I have to redo Flying Battery 1. But yeah, I was looking at Flying Battery 1, and I saw there's all this time save, and I'm like, how did they save this much time with Ray? Like, what's going on here? And I managed to go onto YouTube and find the guy that had the best time on Nintendo Switch. And yeah, he was flying over, or just flying under over everything. And so then with Flying Battery 2, I didn't find a video, but I was like, the same idea theoretically should be possible. I should just be able to fly underneath the whole ship and get to a much later part of the stage and save a lot of time. And you can do it. I have the second best time on the Switch leaderboards currently for Flying Battery 2. But the Flying Battery 1 is the one that a lot of people know about. So Flying Battery 1, I have like the 5th best time. But yeah, nah, 5th best time isn't good enough, man. We need to get good. Uh-oh. But yeah, I'm trying to practice it like as part of the actual levels instead of just time attack, because it's really hard. Like this is the one that everybody does. Messed it up, rip. Cause yeah, this is what makes it tricky, right? Because you only get one shot. If you die, you lose Ray, and if you lose Ray, you have to restart because otherwise you don't have Ray anymore. But to be able to do this as part of a run, I don't know when I'll be like good enough for it. But essentially, I want to practice it now. This version is pretty easy. Like I know I just messed it up, but like in comparison to Flying Battery 2, this is way easier. Which might be why I have the second best time. It might not just be that people don't know about it so much as people can't execute it. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to go that way. Yeah, that could totally be a thing. Oh yeah, I can jump off of this is fine. Yeah, if you go wide enough, you can fly against the wind, because that wind's supposed to stop you from getting across. Yeah, nah, see, we're good. And yeah, I was able to do that pretty quickly. Which, yeah, that took a lot of practice. Like, I'm not the best at Ray yet. I'm still learning how to play as the character. But yo, since we're doing the Chaos Emeralds, I do get the free super from that. And don't mind me. Yeah, again, most of the people that are doing this are doing it with any percent routing. They're not doing all emeralds like I am. That's just because, you know, I find it interesting. I like the routing for all emeralds. It's just that little bit different. That's really all I need, man. Yo, come on. Yeah, I kind of floundered a bit, because I definitely could have beat this a lot faster. I mean, the skip was still really nice, but yeah, getting here at like 130, we could totally do that faster, without a doubt. Yeah, the best thing about playing as Ray in this boss is like he can always hit it. It doesn't matter what the elevation is. I mean, like, yeah, anyone that's supersonic, to be fair, or not supersonic, Super Saiyan, like they can get up there, no problem. Except for Knuckles, because Knuckles doesn't know how to jump. But if you don't have the Super Saiyan, Ray can just glide on up. Because he still has a little bit of ascension when he goes into his ball after the dive. Pretty good, man. But like with this one, this is really, really difficult in comparison to the old one. Part of it is me trying to get a certain number of rings. My routing changes depending on how many rings I get. It's kind of random because the AI helps me grab some of the rings I need. Right now I'm at a really good number. So like, the routing that changes is really just this last part. Like either I go for the monitor up there for the extra 10 rings, but as you can see I don't need it. But yeah, it just depends on if Sonic's like super chill and wants to help me get the things I need. If he doesn't help me out, I'm kinda in a bad spot. But yeah, this level right here, it's way harder to do this version of the trick. It's like essentially what the problem is like it's a lot of little things. Like one, you know, your speed's different gliding in supersonic than it is normal. You can do it either one. Either one's fine. But supersonic gives you or Super Ray, I guess, gives you a little bit more control than what you would have normally. And then also, it's just, there's a lot of things you're looking out for. One, you don't want to jump into the enemy. Yeah, 34 is not enough. Yeah, you don't want to jump into the enemy that's on the first platform right before the trick. You have to be careful of that. You can't jump too high. You don't want to bump into anything. You can't... Yeah, if you bump into that green building there, that was the thing I was trying to mention. Yeah, if you bump into that, then Ray loses his glide, and you just fall down. So you have to... You can't jump too high. You have to immediately dive as low as you can. You have to pull back up very high, but not so high that you kill yourself. Then again, you have to immediately dive as low as you can, but the camera is about to change. It's about to zoom in. If you're too low, you effectively kill yourself, as if, you know, you'd fallen into the bottom blast zone, even though just a second ago that space was safe. But it changes based off of the camera. So you gotta be really, really careful there. It's really tough. I've done it a couple of times, but I'm far from consistent so far. Uh-oh. I don't think this is gonna work. Yep. No, man. It's really tough. Because, the way Ray works with his gliding, he'll, when he's going down, that initial dive is pretty much how good the rest of your glide is going to be. If you have a really good, like, first, like, downward dive, then, he can go a lot longer. But if you have, like, a pretty pitiful one, then he's going to, like, run out of, how to phrase this. Essentially, he won't be able to pull up. You won't be able to pull up as high as you want. Like, he'll do the animation for pulling up, but he's not going anywhere. And if you're not pulling up, then you're just slowly, as you're going across, falling downward. And that is no good. Yo, I was really low on rings that time around. That's fine, there's 3 rings right here. Alright, let's try this again. Jumped into the stupid chicken! Oh my goodness, man. Gosh darn chicken, get good? Yo, I'm trying, man. That's the idea. That's the point of this right now. Is just trying to perfect this. To become consistent enough that I can do it in a run. Because I think it's a really cool trick. And it saves a lot of time. Like, this is no small time save. It saves about 20 to 30 seconds, you know, Act 1 and Act 2 variations. So it's a lot of time save. It's well worth doing. I just gotta get good. And Ice kept saying, hey Vinks, I discovered a method of completing Knuckles Mirage Saloon. Act 1 is Ray. Oh, did you? Nice! I would love to know about that. That sounds super cool, man. Yeah, I'm still just trying to, like, get good at this. Because I'm really not. Ah, jeez. But yeah, I cannot get across consistently whatsoever. Like, I've done it maybe 3 or 4 times. I only learned about it, like, earlier today. I didn't know that I could do this beforehand. Whoops. So now that I know it exists, I can practice it and try to get good. You'll record it tonight if you don't constantly fail at it? Yo, man! I hear you on that. I hear you. Video games are so hard. But I believe in you, man. You got this. Yeah, I want to be able to pull this off in a run, because it would be so much fun. I mean, I still have, like, just a lot of, like, routing I need to do. Because, like, I know a lot of the routing is pretty much the same as how it was in, Mania mode. But I haven't played this game, consistently for, you know, like, about almost a year, you know, back when it first came out. Gosh, darn it, stop jumping into the chicken boots! Always jumping into that chicken. But yeah, no, my routing's like super hot trash, because I just don't remember anything and I just end up going all over the place. But I'll get there, man, I'll get there. I'll practice all the stages, practice all the time attacks, until I remember what to do. Only Vinks would die as super. Yo, Vexatious! How you doing, man? And yo, it's super easy to die in this trick. And get off my back. Let's see you do it. Where are you at, Vex? Where's your Sonic Mania Plus runs? You still just doing your homework? Or are you, like, falling behind and playing Overwatch? Alright, there we go. 51 rings. Just grab that real quick. Don't jump into the chicken. Ah, I still went too high. Feels so bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that was a really bad start to the glide. I don't know how we're gonna do there. Yep, no, man. It's so scary because I don't want to go too high, and I don't want to go too low, because you go too low and you kill yourself. But you also completed Encore mode? Nice, man. I like Encore mode quite a bit. It's just the ability to switch between different characters, so you can just play as whoever you want to play as. I think that's super cool. And then also just the different placements of the Chaos Emeralds. I did all Emerald runs back in normal Mania, so to be able to do all Emeralds and have, oh gosh darn it, completely different routing is pretty cool. I should have just gone for that anyways, I think. Because it's like, I can go across without super. You don't have to be super to make it over there. I just do it because it's a little bit easier. Not a lot, just a little bit. And Vex saying homework until mid-August because I gotta have 120 pages by then, but then maybe Mania Plus. Okay. That's right, you were talking to me about that the other day. Yeah, I remember you were like asking on Discord if I wanted to do any Overwatch, and I was down. And yeah, me, Juji, and Austin were playing, but you never came on. I didn't see you on Discord, so I couldn't just like at you. Yeah, we were playing. It was we got some good games in. It was fun. No thanks. No, not like this. I went down. I went way too far down because like it was about to transition. When it transitions there, you can go so far down. And so like that's what I'm looking out for because it's like I have to start going down or I'm gonna bump my head into a wall and that is death. So I was trying to avoid death and in doing so I killed myself. Feels bad, man. Yo, practice. I mean, I'm really happy with Flying Battery 1. Flying Battery 1, I mean, it's a lot easier to be fair, but still, I wasn't that consistent at it. I'm getting a lot better. I'm at least like, I want to say like, I mean, I haven't tried it too many times, but like, I feel like I could just do it. I feel like it's not really something I have to worry about. I didn't need all those rings. I could have just gone down. I wasn't paying attention. It's fine. I went too far down, man. It's so tough. It is so difficult to get that just right. Let's see. Oh, rip, in the future, just at me. I'll get the notification on my phone and swing by. Okay, sounds good. Barump. Yeah, are we pretending to be Mario over here? Yo, man, I wish it was that simple. I really do. I mean, it's definitely very similar to Mario, it really is. But, like, with Mario, he can definitely always be like, yeah, I want to go up, and he'll go up. Not so much Ray, man. Ray does not just go up, at least to my understanding. Maybe, you know, like, I'm still new at this. But, to my understanding, I have to have a really good dive to be able to keep going up. If I don't have a good dive, I die. Feels bad. Inviso says, so that's why I thought I smelled cheese. Yeah, how you doing, Inviso? Yeah, man, we were trying to cheese a level. You know, trying to be a speedrunner. You can't just play a level the normal way. No. We gotta sneak our way on through. How we do. Gotta go fast. Sonic approves. He's cool with it, man. He approves, that means it's solid. Go, 29 rings. Probably don't need the bonus ones then. Yeah, we're at 50, we're good. Perfect! Yeah, I'll just... Oh my goodness, chicken, please! Chicken, why? Why do you do this, chicken? No. Gosh darn chicken. Icecap says also they added a monitor to debug mode that swaps your character to a random one. Discovered a glitch with this by spin dashing into a super monitor and a swap monitor at the same time. If you swap to Sonic from that, you'll get a super Sonic with normal Sonic sprites. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's silly. And Invis was saying, doing good, bud? I got 3 shiny Zapdos today. Better than the 0 Articuno you got a few weeks ago. Yo, that's solid, man. Congrats on the all the Zapdoses. Shiny ones at that. Not just your average Zapdos, no sir. And you're not with the get good. Not, this is really hard, okay? I can do the Flying Battery Act 1 version of this trick, but Flying Battery 2 is tough. Yeah, 34 rings is not enough. Cause yeah, there's only what? Well, yeah, nah, that would have worked, I guess. Oh, I so almost died right there. That was really close. It didn't die though. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I did it. I got it. Yo, GGWP. Now if I can just like, you know, do this more than like once every blue moon, that would be great. Cause like, look at how much shorter this level is, man. The level's so much shorter if I can just fly over everything. Or under everything, excuse me. Yeah, nah, I don't need to fight the boss. I need to practice this trick. Invisible saying thanks. Today was Zapdos Day, so only had 3 hours to get one if we were lucky. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no, man, I'm always behind on everything. I only find out afterwards when people tell me. But, yo, that's cool. And Vex, I'm noticing you don't need that top ring box you keep grabbing, Vex. It depends on how many rings I have. Like, right now I'm at 20 rings. This is a good number for this part. Actually, no, I lied. I'm at 22, yeah, 26. This is a low amount of rings. 28, low amount of rings. This is not good. I'm at 32, I need the box. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to need the box. Alright, so yeah, we're at 42 now. This should put us just over 50. Yeah, we're at 54 now. There are, like, a couple of rings here. I mean, yeah, there's 2 rings in between, like, the electricity orbs. But, like, those, owie. Those are really slow to go for. It's a lot faster if I just grab the box. But, like, the 3 rings, I'll take those. So it depends on how many rings I have going into that spot. Like, there's certain areas. Like, I know if I'm at 34 rings right before the box, I'm gonna grab the box. But if I'm above 34, I'm good. Don't need it. Easy peasy. And like, it just depends on what Sonic wants to do, man. If Sonic wants to help me grab all these rings, we're good. But if he doesn't want to help me, and he just wants to be lame, then I'm gonna get the box. You get all the rings from the beginning? Oh yeah, I know, like, it's about speed, though. I don't want to just grab slow rings. I want to go fast. Gotta go fast. Yo, Jingles with the 100 bits! Yo, snap! Oh, what is up, man? And yo, fancy that! You pulled off the trick again. Yo, wow. This is the fastest I've ever pulled it off. Like, in sequence, man. I'm so bad at this. Yo, practice makes perfect. Yeah, that's my fastest. Yeah, I got into the boss room at 103. Feels good, man. Feels really good. J Globe says, after being stuck with Ray for about 5 zones, I got done with it all with all 5 characters. Yo, congratulations, J Globes. That's awesome, man. You hate this game? Yo, but you did it. You beat the video game, man. The game was trying to hold you down, and you said no. Like, if I grab all the rings right there, like, I never slow down for them. But if I happen to grab all those rings, like, I'm good. I don't need the box now. Like, that box is not needed. No, sir. Like, you can definitely fit right in between that guy. I just, sometimes don't get it. That's what I'm going for. Ah, geez, it's tough, man. I'm not doing the perfect dives. Like, it was looking clean for a while, but I started going up too fast. This is your kind of trick, Ice Cat Man? I know, right? It's such a cool trick. I really like this. It's super cool. I mean, clipping through walls is nice. But flying under planes, now that's just beautiful. I love that. Yes, sir. This game is going to be great, Vex? Yo, it is, man. Pretty good. Whoops. And there went all my rings. Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't need to go super anyways. It's been a while since I've actually tried to do this without going super. Like, you can do it. It's just harder. Yo, got him. See what I tell you. Totally possible. I can't believe I actually pulled that off, though. Well, I didn't hold left as much as I should have there. Oh, I guess I do have to, like, actually land on that. Do you help? Would you go up? Look at that. Ew. This is why we need to be super. You're a dirty, dirty cheater? Yo, I sure am. Yo, Vinx, what's good? You ran it up. How's the run going? Also get good and don't be super trash. Yo, no runs at the moment. I'm practicing this trick, man. I want to be the fastest Ray there is, man. Well, not really. I mostly just want to... I want to have a really good time. an Encore, Encore mode, all emeralds. That is my goal. Like, I imagine I'll probably do some Ray Mania runs in the future, but right now my main focus is, oh gosh darn it. So bad at video games, I swear. But yeah, my main goal at the moment is this, because I just think it's a lot of fun. And it's a tough trick, man. It is not easy. Oh my goodness. Holding right way too hard there, Biggs. Come on now. I don't know how I feel about these dives. I don't know how I feel about these dives, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, that's way too high. I was too scared to go low. I thought I was already too low. Like, that's something I have trouble with in a lot of different games. If I don't have something to give me like a good visual indication of where my character needs to be, I'll probably do a bad time at deciding where they need to be. Sonic games are meant to be speedrun? Yo, they are. Yeah, don't mind Controlius, he's being silly. He's not gonna be mad that I'm skipping through things. I mean, a lot of the speedruns I do are glitchless. So like, really for me, it just kinda, I didn't need to go up for this one. It just kinda depends on like how it feels. If it feels cool, like I'm gonna do it. And this feels really cool. So I'm gonna do it. Ah, chicken! Chicken, why? Oh, stupid chicken, man. I gotta stop doing that. I just jumped so high. If I didn't jump so high, I wouldn't die to the chicken. Every time I watch you play this, I want to abandon my responsibility and try juggling this. It's really fun, man. It's really cool, Dex. I promise you. Yo, I was so bad at Ray when I first started. I'm still bad, but man, it was worse. I just didn't understand how the gliding worked. Chicken OP? Yo, that chicken is mad OP, okay? Like, that chicken does not need to be in this game. Like, Encore mode is hard enough without chicken showing up and ruining everything. Alright, here we go. Don't jump into the chicken. Don't bump into that. Nice, nice. Alright, hold it together. Hold it together. Not too high, not too low. Too low. Oh, rip. That was close. I almost had that one. I almost had it. Katro says, oh no, I think this is amazing, and I'm just giving you grief because you don't take it as poorly as you could, and know that I mean nothing by it. And of course, Chicken OP. Yep, no man, Controllers is good people. Like, yeah, a lot of my regulars will say very trolly things. That's just kind of the atmosphere we have going on here. Because it's always about, you know, getting good. It's all about having fun. It's just teasing. There's a lot of competitive... Whoops, why did I jump off of that? But yeah, there's a lot of, how to say it? I don't know. We're just a bunch of friends having fun, I guess. I think that's the best way to put it. But for someone new coming in... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yo, hold up. What do we got here? Yo, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Mighty donated $4 saying stop using Ray. Yo, snap! Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Mighty. Sheesh, guys. Even Mighty? At 2 Mighty? Whoops, that was really bad. But yo, thanks for the $4, guys. I appreciate it. $1 from each of you. I mean, I get it, man. I get it. Ray's a really cool guy, and you don't want to be overshadowed. It is what it is. But I think you gotta dig a little deeper if you want to, like, overcome Ray. He's got, like, 20 rings right now. Like, come on. Inviso is saying, just noticed I don't have bits or subscriber near my name. Twitch robbed me of not just one, but both. Yeah, that's really weird. So does the get good command just not even, or the emote not even work for you? Like, when you click on the emotes, what do you see? Like, is it like, you need to subscribe to use it, or does it say you have it? What does it say in Inviso? Yo, the robbery from Twitch right now. He is a subscriber. He was gifted a sub. Oh my goodness, I keep going too low. It's such a fine balance. Because I can't be too high. I will just bump into those things and fall down. Yo, there we go. Controlius has gifted a tier 1 sub to Inviso. and gifted 67 gift subs to the channel. Thank you very much, Controlius. Is it fixed though? Cause like, you just subscribed to him. The one that he had was the one you gave him. And it just vanished into thin air. That's what we were trying to figure out. But yeah, no, he has the star now. It does exist. That's really weird. And so I forgot about all your bits too? Did they just like reset your account or something? It's really weird. Either way, man, Controlius has got this, no worries. You guess Twitch hates you? You're rip, man. Yo, they're just jealous. I mean, I understand. Oh, gosh darn it. I understand the jealousy. Because, like, you're just like, yeah, you know, I just... most people really lucky to get 1 Zapdos. I got 3 shiny Zapdoses. And so Twitch is like, you think you're so cool? Going to GoFest, winning, you know, this competition. Like, you won it, like, you didn't just win the competition, you won it by such a landslide that the judges had to check to see if you had actually cheated. That's pretty intense, man. Very funny. Oh, man. Alright, 38? Yeah, I don't need the box. See, Vexatious, it depends on the rings that I have. Pay attention. I'm exactly at 50. Exactly at 50 rings. I know what I'm doing. Know what I'm doing. But can I get across without dying is the question. Oh, I did it, man. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel what it is that I need to do. Feels so good, man. Oh, I love making it all the way across. It's just like, I deserve this, you know? Yo, 101! I'm so good! I'm so good at video games! Ah, so good at video games. Eggman, what do you think? You think I'm good at video games, Eggman? Yeah, he agrees. He agrees. What are we saying? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but there you have it now. Yep. You haven't been able to get bits for days? Ah, that's pretty normal for me as well, man. Them bits don't like me. Ah, jeez. And it's tough, right? Because it's like, you can't have ad blocker on if you want to watch ads. It's kinda, you know, impossible. But I really like ad blocker. So like, if I'm not gonna have an ad blocker, and then they're not gonna let me watch ads, like, I went through all of that just for you, Twitch. The least you could do is give me some ads, right? Oh, huh, that's weird. Why didn't I go through both boxes? Alright. Trying to be good, not jump into the chicken, not get stuck on that, and then I dive right in there. There's a rhythm to it, man. There's a rhythm to the movement. $4 from Sonic and Friends. Co-gifted me the tier 1 sub that vanished the other day. You're way too nice. And then, Magic has 500 votes. Oh yeah, Magic Enforcer. Magic Enforcer accidentally donated $500 to the stream. I was able to give it back. I was able to refund it. There was a small fee. And yo, J-Globes with the 100 bits saying, who said I disappeared though? Yo, I don't know. But thanks for the 100 bits, J-Globes. But yeah, there was a small fee. I couldn't tell if I had to pay for it or if he had to pay for it. Someone paid for it. Like, that $500, not everyone got every... Because, like, I kept $5 of it, and he was supposed to be sent back $495. That was interesting. But yeah, it took away, like, $13 or $17. I can't remember exactly. And I tried to check it in my own funds, and I was like, did I pay for the fee? And, I couldn't tell... because, like, I'd gotten all these transactions recently, and so, like, I'm doing the math, and it just doesn't add up. The math doesn't add up. I have more money than I should. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Not by, like, a huge amount. I had, like, $2 more than what I should have had, based off of the refund. But, again, it was like, I don't know. I don't understand what was going on. I really don't. But whatever, it was a one-time thing. I don't think it's going to be a really big deal, so it is what it is. I'm all good. Alright. Oh, wow. The camera, why you gotta do this to me, camera? Don't do it. Ah, no, I'm not. I have no pull-up, man. I messed up my glide. If you mess up the glide, it's done, man. It's done. There's not a lot of saving that. No, sir. Lamau Vinks performed the foot and wall thing? Yeah, I got my foot stuck in the wall. Not exactly what I wanted. Oh, Vex was saying something about number of rings. Chat went by too fast, so I didn't get to see the whole message. Either way, whatever you're saying, Vex, you're wrong, and I'm right. Because I'm Vinks, and you are someone that's not currently playing Sonic Mania Plus, so you wouldn't even know. You're just busy doing homework. Alright, what was I doing? Going fast and not dying. Can't believe I didn't die there, that was interesting. Oh man, I'm getting there, dude, I'm getting there. But really hard trick, man. Really tough. Oh, whoops, I completely missed the thing. Oh, dude, I would have beat my time if I didn't mess up that movement there. I got here at like 101, which was my current record. I could steal the top time from the leaderboard. Wait, no, that's not true, because I have Supersonic. You don't have Supersonic in the normal thing. My base movement would have to be a bit better. I'll get there one day. Let's see. You give me an issue, Vinks. I really want to play Octopath, but I really want to troll you in chat. Yo, why not both? Why not, you know, play Octopath Traveler, and then just every now and then, yeah, it's about time for a troll. You can do both. Oh, whoops, you just hold down there. $500 is a lot more than $5? It is! This is very true. It was a lot more, man. I panicked really hard. Gosh darn it. Yeah, when that happens, you know, so I'm minding my own business, playing Octopath Traveler, and then Magic Enforcer decides to donate $5. And so the message comes up, I'm like, oh wow, someone's, you know, donating during Octopath. No one watches during Octopath. Interesting. I wonder who's watching the stream right now, because, you know, no one's really talking in chat, so I'm like, who's watching the stream right now, and who donated? I really wonder. And then I see it's Magic Enforcer, I'm like, okay, yeah, Magic Enforcer definitely, you know, likes to come in during the RPGs. Like, you know, Xenoblade, Golden Sun. Magic Enforcer likes the RPGs, but then I saw the $500! I was like, whoa! There's no way he likes RPGs that much! There's no way! Like, it just blew my mind, man. Because it's like, I don't want to be rude, right? Like, I don't want to be like, you know, and just be like, nah, there's no way he donated this much. Like, he's clearly super poor and couldn't afford it. You know, I don't want to come off like that or come off as ungrateful. So it's like, you know, I'm like just shocked. I'm like, is this right? Because I don't think it's right. And, you know, if it is right, I'm expecting the confirmation. You know, they're going to be like, ah, whoops, you know, I didn't mean to do that. Or yes, haha, silly Vinks. You know, I love your stream. Here's $500. You know, either way, I get the confirmation and I could go from there. And he was like, whoops, that was supposed to be $5. And then, you know, I kind of panicked a little bit. Because, you know, there's all these things going on with, like, PayPal and Twitch and stuff like that. And, like, I don't know the refund process. I have no idea how any of that's going to work. And so I'm just worried about this person that gave me $500, you know, without meaning to. I'm like, you know, for all I know, this could be somebody who's like, yeah, that money was, you know, I need to pay rent, but I guess I won't be doing that now. And it's like, I don't want that to be the problem. So I'm panicking there. But, you know, I figure, you know, worst comes to worst, even if, like, PayPal's real dumb with refunds or whatever, I could still find a way to send them the money back. You know, because I have the money, so I could figure out a way, even if PayPal wouldn't let me just do it through its own thing. But yeah, it actually ended up being pretty easy. It wasn't, anything super bad. I'm getting good at this. As a note, I've checked, you can't donate 5 cents. Yep, you cannot donate 5 cents. This is true. Oh man, we're getting there, dude. We are getting there. Alright. Vinks, when are you going to remember to roll into that ring box? Huh? Roll out of the jump? Oh, you mean like as I go into the ring box to like already be rolling? Yep, let's go do that. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Doing the thing that 10 doctors said to do. And, Banks, can you... something about jumping. Give me a second. I gotta be real good. Oh, snap, Jacobs with the bits! Alright. Yeah, you're right. I can just kind of hold down. I don't know how I turned left, though. That was weird. Yeah, if I just hold down there, we're kind of good to go. Oh, this is so hard, man. I assure you, it's really hard. It's just a little too high. Like I'm starting to get a feel for it, though. I promise. No, I exited out of the stage. I didn't mean to do that. Now I have to do Flying Battery 1 again. Alright, Vince, can you jump from that fire button up to the top without waiting for it while super? Probably. You panicked a lot, Vince? Yes, I do panic. It's something I'm known to do. Someone sends me $500 by complete accident. I'm really worried about that, man. I'm gonna panic. Like, I don't know. Like, personally, I grew up really poor. Like, super duper poor, man. So I have a huge respect for money. Like, obviously I'm in a much better place than, like, when I was young. Like, as a kid, super duper poor, man. So whenever I, like, see, like, you know, people potentially losing out on money, it bothers me. Like, it is not something I'm comfortable with. At all. Oh, wow, you're going so fast! I don't know this path. I normally go this way. Alright, here we go. But hey, I got it first try. Like, this one's really not that hard. I should really have this one down. Yeah, let's hit that button. Give me that quick super sonic. I mean, I know I'm Ray, but... potato, right? Rose by any other name? Something sweet? No, I don't want to go that way! I want to go this way. Yo, let me hang out with you. Left, yes. Fly, Ray, fly! Yeah, the rockets actually spawn nice. Normally I have to, like, wait for the timer. Yeah, this is actually probably my fastest, Act 1 so far. Getting here at 140? That's pretty good for me. Yo, that's fair. You can't do a donation for 5 cents, but bits are different. Yeah, man, J-Globe's got it, man. Like, can't donate 5 cents. Let me show you. And Inviso says that should get you sub 1 minute to enter the boss room. Yo, you're right, though. You're right. I want that sub 1. I want that sub 1, Inviso. Let's do it. Get that sub 1. 140? Yeah, 140 is really good for that, man. Is super good. You want to be able to donate 5 cents to Doctor, but no video ads? Yo, it's tough, man. Living the life. You deserve the best. But Twitch says no. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Alright, we're at 20 rings, 24. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Not feeling it. Yeah, we're gonna hit the box. I mean, like, you lose, like, nothing for doing that. It's, like, so worth. Oh no, that was a really bad pull-up, man. We're not gonna make it. Guys, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We died. Yeah, man, because if you do the one dive that's too early, it messes up, or the one pull-up that's too early. Yeah, you don't get any more ascension. Your ascension's all gone. New knuckle statue? What? A knuckle statue? What are we talking about? I didn't see a knuckle statue. Oh, you don't mean like the thing I have over there on the desk, do you? That's not new. I've had that thing for a while. Since like last year. Yeah, you are talking about that. That was from Super Sin Slayer. He made it. Yeah, he makes purlers. He made it for me back when I was doing Sonic Mania runs a year ago. It's not new. I just don't always have it there. I had it back when I was doing, you know, like Sonic 06 and stuff. Oh man. You still in there? Looks like we're kind of in there. Oh wow, I went way too far low. Way too far low, man. That was no good. Never seen it before somehow, or more likely you don't remember it? Oh yeah, I voted to make you do Sonic 06. I did suffer and watch it. Oh man. Yo, that's despicable. Yo, if you're gonna raise $50 to make me play Sonic 06, the least you could do was watch it. Like, why am I playing it? And yo, Terrano hopping in. Saying, yo, Terrano in the house. How is Super Ray you doing? Wish I could get more bits from ads, but hey, let's have a little party with some bits. Yo, it's all good, man. Yo, bits can be hard to come by, man. This doctor's getting none. And you're over there throwing the 5 bits. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's super, super nice. Yeah, I'm doing super good. Every time I don't die to a chicken is nice, but sometimes I just kind of kill myself by flying into death. You need to give me more leeway, man. Come on, video games. Saw 2 loading screens for like 20 minutes and dropped out. Oh, that's fair. That's fair, man. I mean, I told everybody what Sonic 06 was before I even played it. And I remember we did a recap. And we added a, what's it called? We added a loading screen counter. I can't remember how many loading screens it was, but I want to say like at least 15 minutes of the stream was purely just loading screens. It was, oh, it's so bad. It's such a bad game. It's so bad. Hot garbage. Again, not trying to offend anyone that likes Sonic 06. I personally don't like it, but I think, you know, everyone can have their opinions on video games. We can still treat each other as friends. Terranol saying I used to get a ton of ads, but now you get nothing? You're rip, man. Say that like it's a bad thing? Well, I mean, some people want those bits. They want the bitty bits. So not being able to watch ads is annoying. But at the same time, that's a lot of new free time you have if you're not watching ads. You can do all sorts of things, like try to get good at this stupid ray trick that's too hard. Give me that. Alright, here we go, here we go. Time to be good. And I'm dead. Cause I avoid the chicken, man. Avoiding the chicken, I got that down. But not bumping into that blue thing, it's tough because like I have to have a really good dive and pull up. But if I pull up too high, I kill myself. But if I don't, I can also kind of easily kill myself. There's so many ways to die, and I want to live. I want to be good and be fast. That's all I desire. Just want to go fast. Can't you grant a squirrel his wish? Let him go fast. He hasn't been in a video game for like 30 years, man. He ain't asking for much. Oh, the camera pulled up really hard. I could've dived so much lower, but I was worried the camera was about to pull up. But it pulled up right afterwards. I should've just done the dive. Should've just done the dive anyways. Cause it's weird. Sometimes the camera won't pull up. Cause like the camera's supposed to pull up, but it doesn't always do that. I've yet to figure out what the exact trigger is. I'm sure it has to do with my... Excuse me. With my positioning. I'm sure my positioning affects the camera and if it zooms in or not. Because if I could, you know, master it, so the camera never zooms in, it would be a lot easier. You can do it even if it zooms in. If it zooms in, it's still fine. But you have to adapt. And adapting on the fly is what's difficult. Ah, I almost had that. Cause it's like, I'm still going really low, cause it's like, once it pulls in, the camera pulls in, that's less space for me to like dive and pull up at. And if I'm not going all the way to the bottom, eventually I can't really dive anymore. So I gotta be careful, man. I gotta do it just right. Let's see, Controller says I was there for the loading screen counter. It was a high number and I decided I would watch something else that was more entertaining, like paint drying. Oh man. Oh man. Sonic 06 was a mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake. Never should have been done. Is a hot dog technically a sandwich? No. Anyone that says it's a sandwich has problems, and they should seek help. I'm just saying. Alright, so I kinda messed up the whole rings thing, but whatever. We can do this without going Super Saiyan. Just gotta try a little harder is all. Camera, please! Don't do that to me, camera. Didn't we get something like 150 loading screens for one story? Did we? Was it that high? I can't remember the number. It's up on my YouTube channel, I think it's like Super Let's Play. 'Cause yeah, I changed it. It used to be like Super 2 Live. It's Super Let's Play now. But, and yeah, all of Sonic 06 is up there. But I haven't like rewatched it or anything. Why would I want to see myself play Sonic 06 more than one time? But yeah, I might look back at that and try to figure out what the number was. Hear my explanation then? Why is it not a sandwich? Because it's a hot dog. It's that simple. It's not a complex argument. Oh wow, that was a close one. I definitely. Oh yeah, I can jump there, can I? Let me just do that with my own eyes. Oh, it won't let me go back down. Well, whatever. I'll try next time to get the jump. Yeah, we got across though, man. If I can just do that somewhat consistently. Because it's like, this isn't the first zone in the speedrun, right? Like, this is the fourth one? Because yeah, we have Green Hill Zone, then Chemical Plant Zone, then Studiopolis, and then we do Flying Battery. So and that's after I've gotten all 7 Chaos Emeralds. So that's, you know, a good ways into the run. So I'd rather not throw it away. Oh, easy like, man. I'd rather succeed. Into the chicken. Into the chicken. I thought I was low enough, but as soon as I initiated the glide, I popped up just a bit, and chicken was like, "Sup? How you doing, buddy?" If the bun breaks, then a hot dog is still a sausage, but with 2 pieces of bread. Nah, I agree. I do not think it is a sandwich. I think you guys are crazy. Get good? Yo, I'm trying, man. People are distracting me with really silly things. They're trying to call hot dog sandwiches. Look. Food can have bread involved and still not be a sandwich. I promise you. Alright. Time to be good. Don't jump into the chicken, don't pull up too high, hit the low dive. Oh, that wasn't as low as it could have been. Can I still do it with this? Is this still doable? Yup, got him! Yeah, we're getting there, man. I'm getting the feel. I forgot to jump again! I forgot to jump. One of these days I'll jump. I promise. I will jump. It will be a thing. It will happen. I want that sub 1, man. That's the only way it's gonna happen. That sub 1 boss fight. The boss room. Yeah, the boss takes a second to show up. That's fine. He can do what he wants to do. That's a pretty strong... No, that is not a sandwich. Look. You're trying too hard to just be like, well, these words mean this, so therefore, it's a sandwich. Look, the whole point of the English language is not to just call everything a sandwich. The point of the English language is so that when you speak English, people will understand you. If you say, hey, would you like a sandwich? And you offer them a hot dog when they say yes, there's going to be confusion, and they will not understand why you're doing that. So you're defeating the purpose of language. If you ask someone if they want a sandwich, and you give them a hot dog, you're failing at English. It's just no good. Hot dog is a sausage. The fact that you eat it within a bun doesn't make it a sandwich. Yup. The Controlius understands. Dude, when you speak English, Vinks, no one understands you. Well, that's because, like, no one is on that, like, higher level of thinking, man. If they're on that higher level of thinking, they wouldn't have a problem. But it is what it is. Yo, look. We've gone over this, man. English is a dumb language. It is just dumb. That's just how it works. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. So I was like, if I go a real deep dive, I might be able to recover. But I wasn't able to pull up in time. Emissary. Yo, look, man. Look. English is dumb. Get over it. Binks doesn't know how to pronounce stuff? I mean, I know how to pronounce a lot of things. But, you see, there's this weird thing, right? There's this weird thing. Like, I'll see a word, and I'll just say, like, the letters that I see. And that doesn't just always equal what the word is. It literally doesn't. That is not how the English language is. You can't look at something and be able to perfectly pronounce it just by reading it. That is not the case. Versus, like, say, I can look at something in a completely foreign language, the one I grew up with, and I can pronounce it perfectly. I know exactly how to say what is written down. Not to jump again. One day I'll jump! That day's not today, it appears. Oh no, I still got in there 59 though, so... We can go faster though, we can be faster. Yo, get beat up, Robotnik. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do it 2 times in a row. You ready? Emissary? Yeah, I know how it's said. I know how it's said. Like, since Doctor didn't bring it up, because it was like, this is the first time this has ever been mentioned, which is impossible, because how could you know that Binks doesn't know how it's said? Like, how would you know that he says it emissary instead of the other one? Or emissary, or... Wait, what was I saying? Because, yeah, it's emissary, and I was saying emissary. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, he wouldn't know that I was saying it wrong unless I said it wrong. And therefore, there was a conversation that was had. So you're way too late. You're way too late in this, though. You're way too late, man. Ah, geez. Didn't pull back. First time you've been around for it? Yeah, that's fair. Alright, come on, let's be good. You can assume I don't know how to pronounce stuff. It's a safe assumption. Yeah. But it's just dumb, man. Like, there's a lot of words in English. You'll just look at the letters and go, okay, yep, this is like this. And they'll go, no, dude, the K is silent. Why? Why is the K silent? Because it is. That's so dumb! Who makes a language like that? Why would you have letters that aren't in the word you pronounce? What is the point of that? What does that do? What does that accomplish? Why would you have letters that are not pronounced in the word? Or why would you have letters that are pronounced different ways in different combinations? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I guess the language is just too limited? Didn't jump again. One day. Automod blocks super dumb? Yo. Automod is like doing what needs to be done. Yeah, correct. English is a super dumb language. It really is. It is super dumb. Dang it, Fangs, jump! Jump! I keep forgetting to jump. I'm too passionate about talking about how dumb the English language is. I think it's silly, man. Like, cause there's another, like, I can use just hiragana, right? Just hiragana doesn't have too many more symbols than the English language does. And in fact, like, they, like, with their characters, like, they still only really do those vowels, right? For most of them? Like, a, I, U, E, O, everything's based off of that. Ha, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so. Ha, chi, su, te, to. Like, oh, whoops, did I exit or did I restart? Okay. So yeah, like, it's all based off of that. And yet somehow, even with that limitation, with their language, with the few characters that they're using, with just hiragana, I can still read something and perfectly pronounce it. It's all there in their language. But not in English, we don't do that. Yo, Exploding Jellyfish, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. We're just talking about how English is dumb, and just because you read something doesn't mean you know how it's pronounced if you're seeing that word for the first time. I mean, you might be able to guess it, but I think that's kind of dumb. If you have to guess how a word is spelled. I think that's the death that I keep looking at, quote 307. Yo, look out for that death, man. That stuff is tough. Oh, I could have gone down lower, man. I could have, but I did. Ah, too low. I could have had that. I could have had that. Like, the dive that I didn't do, that I should have done, almost ruined it. But it was still possible. But I was a poor judge on how high I was. English is dumb. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what a mock is after getting 5 emeralds. Bro, man, I didn't know what people were talking about. Context is important, man. Context is very important. That stuff's always funny, right? Because I'll go into someone else's stream, and like, I'm a streamer, so I know what kind of things to do. I know how to talk to a streamer on Twitch. The streamers will say things, right? They'll say something. And that was... oh, I didn't go down at all. And someone will try to reply to the thing that they said. Like, say they're talking about, I don't know, cherry blossoms. They're talking about cherry blossoms. And then, the other person is responding to that and saying how they really like cherries too. And then a streamer will be like, you really like cherries too? I don't like cherries at all. Like, cherries are awful. Like, oranges are good, grapes are good, cherries awful. And they're not talking about cherries, they're talking about the cherry tree that the person, you know, like cherry blossoms that the streamer was just talking about. But the streamer's doing a bunch of different things. They're playing a game, they're talking to chat, they're thinking of all the different things that they can say, what they can't say. And so if you want to talk to a streamer, you need to think about that. You need to put the full context in what you're trying to get across. If you say, I really like cherry trees too, or cherry blossoms, they'll understand what you mean. But if you only say cherries, there's a chance that they have already forgotten what they're talking about, because they can't hold on to everything. They're too busy juggling a lot of subjects. Chicken OP? Yo, forget that chicken, man. The chicken's done. Yo, Eternal trying to use all the quotes. Yo, man. If you, try to use a quote command and you fail, you're on timeout. It takes like 20-30 seconds. No, 30 seconds for it to be used again. If someone else used it, it's a 20-second cooldown. So, I didn't want that spamming up my channel too much. Like, it's pretty spammy enough as is. Come on, Vinx, you can do better than that. Vinx, I think you're cherry picking the comments a bit. Vexatious, go home. Go home. Finish your homework. Get out of here. Spelling is hard? Yeah, spelling's also pretty difficult, that's true. Exploding Jellyfish says, yes, Vinx is right, I know the feel. I was making a Pokemon game and mentioned Final Fantasy once, and totally forgot about it, and a viewer mentioned a character from it, and I had no idea what was happening. Yup. It was just, you moved on to other things, but they're trying to respond, and you know, there's, like, depending on the stream, some streams don't have a long delay, but even when they don't have a long delay, sometimes it just takes them time to get to the message, because, you know, they're playing a game at the same time. But yeah, they have no idea what you're talking about, man. Alright, this is a really good glide. I should be able to have this. I didn't know that was there. I didn't know. I was like, I've gone under everything. This is the perfect height. I could go a little bit lower, but this is fine. And I was wrong about that. Get guide, yo. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. And, let's see. Controllers was saying something. Streaming is, oh man, chat, please. Streaming is difficult, and putting half a thought is easy to get lost. Gun lost in thoughts while no one was talking to. And that was brilliant, Vex, and I love it. Yo, Vex is silly. Terry, do you think fruits are peachy keen? No, I mean, I do like fruits as a whole myself, actually. I don't think there's a fruit I dislike. I don't think so. Oh, except for... Wait, avocado? That's a fruit, right? Yeah, forget avocado. Those are dumb. Oh, wow, I'm not dead. I so thought I was dead after that dive. Like, there's no way I'm coming back from that one. There we go. I'm getting there, man. This stuff is tough. Forgot to jump. I remember every single time after it's too late to do the jump anymore. Feels really bad, man. Look at that, 103. All because I didn't jump. Alright. I should be able to have this. Immediately hits an electric ball and dies. Yo, look, I wasn't ready for the electric ball, okay? And Controller says, I love puns. All puns are bad. They are like ugly children and should be loved anyways. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends. Like, are they an ugly child with also an ugly personality? Like, are they a super spoiled brat? Cause, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Love's a strong word. Is it my kid? Or is it someone else's kid and I'm supposed to love it? No, I can be respectful and let them know that their kid just ruined everybody else's day. Wait, hold up. Good dives? Good dives? Good dives? Ah, boo. I never saw the ceiling. I went so under it and then pulled up. I thought I was still further to the left than I was. It's a child thing. All children deserve love. Yeah, but not... I don't have to love someone else's child. If someone else brings a child to my house and he, like, you know, I don't know, like knocks all my stuff over, breaks my Switch in half, and tells me he's bored, I don't have to love him. I gave him a chance to be entertained, and he, you know, he was not respectful about it at all. I don't have to love that child. That parent can love their own child. Ha ha ha! Isn't my child great? They're so funny and like, look at that! Wow, that's a sure shame he broke that Switch. He's always fooling around, my child. Yeah, no, they can love him. I don't have to love him. That is not my job. And puns are the same way. If you make a terrible pun, I don't have to love your pun. Your pun is terrible. You can love it all you want. I'm not obligated to love your terrible pun. I do like puns in general, though. Just like children. So there you go. It's a perfect analogy. Totally. You're saying my puns ruin everyone's day? It depends on the pun. Not all puns are terrible. Some puns are pretty cool, man. I like puns in general. I really do. Like, my favorite fantasy series is Piers Anthony's Xanth series. Those fantasy books, which are filled to the brim with puns, man. So many puns. I love puns. But some are just stinkers. It is what it is. Oh, I got him, man. Got him. Oh, I got the jump. Yes. Thinks this sounds awfully personal. Did a child hurt you? No, man. I was just trying to come up with something. My niece did throw my 3DS in the past. I cried about that. But, I learned a valuable lesson. Don't give a 2-year-old hardware. That's a bad idea. It was so weird though, because it's like I'd been giving it to her for like, I don't know, weeks, and she did just fine because I had Netflix on my 3DS, and she would watch this show. It was Peep in the Big Wide World, something like that. And yeah, she's such a well-behaved child, like all the time. But there was no problems, man. Oh, whoops. Do I have any plans to go to SmashCon? Nah. I'm pretty retired from Smash Rigs. I haven't played in any tournaments since 2016. It's been 2 years, man. But when Smash Ultimate comes out, I'll get back into it. But that's not right now. But yeah, no, but niece, super well behaved almost all the time. But then really randomly once, she just threw my 3DS. Just threw it, man. They had a giant crack in the case, not the screen. The screen was fine. The system is fine. So, it wasn't a big deal. Oh, I'm way too high up. But, I learned a lesson. No more 3DSs to 2-year-olds. What does a Saiyan do in the afternoon? Take a nappa? See, I like a good pun. That is a good pun. I like that. Can we all agree that the "that's punny" pun doesn't even make sense and is stupid? Yes, I agree with that. To call something punny isn't very funny. It does rhyme though. I'll give you that. Your little brother used to throw your DS Lite all the time? Yeah, man. I'm not about that. The first time she threw my 3DS, I was like, yeah, you're not watching Netflix on this anymore. You can use your mom's tablet. You can use that all you want. Alright, good dives, good dives, good dives. Go low, pull up. How low am I? Yep, perfect. Alright, see, I'm getting there, man. Forgot to jump that time. I don't get it every time. Exploding jellyfish, my brother kept taking my DS to take my DS from me. We were standing in the hall in front of the bathroom, and when I finally tugged it away from my brother, it flew out of my hands behind me and landed in the toilet. Yo, the second I heard the word bathroom in that sentence, I knew it was all over. That's where the DS was gonna go. It was the only way that story was gonna end. Like, I'm happy because, like, you know, my expectations were met by reality, but it is at the cost of the 3DS, or a DS. Still, though, you know, that's something we gotta get past. Oh, whoops. You came up with that one? Punny is an actual word, so it doesn't work? It is an actual word. Punny is a real word? For real? Like, it's in the dictionary? And everything? I didn't know that. So I messed up the whole Super Saiyan thing, but we're gonna try to make it work anyways. See how that goes. Not well! Thanks, I left my water on the boiler too long. Oh, that's not too good. I had a friend that did that. He was making, he was going to make spaghetti. That was his plan. And, so he got, you know, the pot, water's in there, turns the, stove on high. And he's like, alright, that's gonna take some time. Let me go play some League of Legends, you know, quick game of League, while I wait for the water to boil. That's a good idea. And then, you know, the game went on for like about 40 minutes, because it was a really bad game of League. And, you know, he's only thinking about how terrible his teammates are, how much League of Legends can be, like, super lame sometimes. Let's just do another game. I'm sure the next one will be better. And the next thing you know, smoke alarm goes off. Firemen come over. And yeah, they have to, take care of that. It wasn't a big fire or anything. It wasn't actually a big fire, but, you know, the smoke alarm, I forgot to jump, still caused them to come over. They investigated, they saw the pot, they saw the smoke, they took care of the situation. And my friend felt really dumb. Punny means consisting of or containing a pun or puns. Fair enough! I mean, that's how everyone uses it, so it makes sense it would end up there. Time to abandon English, you guess? Yo, you should. Jellyfish was saying, luckily it was under warranty. They gave me a new one, but rest in peace my Mario decoration stickers. Yeah, rip, man. Yo, Nintendo are so good, man. I love Nintendo. Like, my Super Nintendo, I had so many troubles with that thing. I mean, it was a real sturdy thing, man. Like, my sisters would, like, knock it over, spin it in circles, juggle it, whatever. They did all sorts of things to my Super Nintendo. If anything, like, first off, it was very durable, so it didn't go down just from 2 or 3 blows, man. It's no Lil Mac. It can stay in the ring. But, wait, hold on. Yep, yes, got it. It's so good. But, yeah, if it did go down, I could be like, Ayo, Nintendo, help me out. And yeah, they would always fix the problem, or they would send you a new system. Like, so good. Yo, at the 58 mark, man. So beautiful. I'm getting pretty good. But, and yeah, it was the same with my Nintendo 64. Sent that in, got it back. GameCube, you know, one day, sisters jumping over the GameCube controller just like she did all the other systems. System got knocked down. It's not quite as sturdy. GameCube is not as sturdy as the Super Nintendo or the 64. So that went down first try, man. It went down in the first hit. But yeah, no, I called Nintendo, hey guys, my GameCube broke. They can help me out. And yeah, no, send me a new GameCube. Felt good, man. They did that twice. It happened twice in that game, dude. Alright, what were we saying? Vinks never jumping? I'm trying to. I didn't read the actual pun. Oh, there's a pun. Gosh darn chicken. I said, rest in peace, boiling water. It will be missed. Oh, that's good. Exploding Jellyfish says, I love Nintendo, but my trust has begun to slip away due to their decision to make a Nintendo network in the near future, so you've heard? You mean like with, like just having an online service, just like Xbox and PlayStation does? Cause like for me, I don't know, I've been using, PlayStation service for a long time, I've been using Xbox's service for a long time. So when, cause yeah, the Xbox, that was on the original Xbox, when the Xbox One, not the Xbox One like the new one, as in like Xbox One as in like before 2. When that Xbox One came out, it had Xbox Live, and I bought that, and I played Halo 2 almost every day, man. It was good times. When PlayStation had a free service, I was like, yo, this is amazing. You don't even have to pay for it. That's super cool. Man, I'm good. But, forgot to jump! One day! But yeah, nah, and then Nintendo says they want to do a paid service? Yo, that's cool too. PlayStation got in there, Nintendo had to follow eventually. Thanks, I give up, you'll never jump. I will jump one day. There will be a day, it'll be today, and I will jump. You have to believe. Like, if you don't believe, it won't happen. It's just like a, what are they called? It's just like the fairies, right? Where, like, if you don't believe in them, then they'll die. You have to clap and say, I believe in fairies. Just like I believe things will get good. If you believe I'll get good, it'll happen. It's up to you. You're the one that has the power, not me. Thanks. Did you hear about the restaurant on Mars? Great food, no atmosphere? No! Oh, jeez. That's too good, that's too good. I like that, man. Yo, a good pun is one where, like, you know, I'm gonna start to read it, and, like, I don't know how it's gonna end until I get to the end of the sentence. If I don't know how it's gonna end, I'm probably gonna enjoy that pun. That wasn't as good. Saying it early, Banks jump. Perhaps I believe Banks will jump. See, now you're getting it. Now I'm gonna jump because you believe. And Exploding Jellyfish, yeah, console network services seem just like a cash grab to me. I mean, you already pay for internet, and the games, and the system itself, and then you pay for the service itself to play that game you have? Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Like, I'm used to it just because of Xbox and then PlayStation following. But I'm also a PC gamer. I play a lot of games on PC. Like, I was playing Team Fortress 2, right? I'm playing Team Fortress 2 on Xbox. And this is pretty much how I became a PC gamer, honestly. Like, I was playing Team Fortress 2, and I love that game. I've put in, like, easily hundreds of hours into Team Fortress 2. And I'm like, man, you know, I wish they would come out with, like, new things for this game, or make a Team Fortress 3. That would be so cool. And then one of my friends is like, oh, you should watch this funny Team Fortress 2 montage. And I'm like, okay, sure. I was never really into the whole montages and stuff like that. Never found it that interesting. But I'm watching it anyways, humoring my friend. And like, there's this, the scouts using like, he had like a baseball. And like, he would use a baseball bat and hit the baseball and like stun people. And I'm like, what is this? And then like, they're playing on maps I've never seen before. Like, they're not 2 for it. I'm like, isn't the only map 2 for it? But now there's all these different maps. And my friend explains to me there's a PC version of Team Fortress 2. And it gets all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh man, well, how much does that cost? He's like, it's free. It's free! But I paid like, you know, I think it was like $40 for the orange box. I had like all these games in it. And instead, like Team Fortress 2, at the time, you could buy the game for $5. The whole game. $5. And so I did. I bought the game for $5, and I had all these new weapons, all these new maps. It was beautiful. And then, same thing happened with Left 4 Dead. Another Valve game. Left 4 Dead. I love that game. I'm playing it all the time. It only has so many maps, so eventually after the hundreds and hundreds of hours I put in, I'm like, man, wish I had new maps. Lo and behold, guess what? PC has new maps. And in fact, they're free. But hold up! Those maps came to Xbox, they did. The maps did come to Xbox, but you had to pay for them. I think it was like $5 or $10 to get like one of the maps and then another $5 or $10 to get the other map. But it's just free. And like Valve says, like they don't want to charge for it. They don't want to charge for the maps. This is free content for their players. But because of like Microsoft's guidelines and stuff, they have to put a price on that. They're not allowed to do free DLC. And that's how I became a much more PC-oriented gamer for sure. Where do you buy PC games? I mostly buy everything on Steam. Did I hear about the midget psychic who broke out of jail? No. Where does that go? You get all Half-Life, Portal, and Team Fortress 2? Yes. Thinks you missed a horribly brilliant pun? Yo, throw it back on there, man. Throw it back on there. What did I miss? I mean, you could find a physical CD computer games, like at Goodwill or Walmart, but the main thing is just Steam. Yeah, Steam's really, really good. It's such a good platform. Your games are just there, they're secure. Papers read small, medium, at large? Wait, what? Hold on. I don't understand this one. Give me a second. Oh! Oh, medium is in, like, psychic. Okay. Yeah, no, I had to think about that one. That's silly. That's really silly. My buddy had a bread factory. It unfortunately caught on fire and was burnt down. His business is now toast. Oh, that's real cute. That's very cute. That's adorable. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, no, man. That took me a minute, exploding jellyfish, but that's a good one. That's a keeper. Don't let that pun get away from you, man. All right, can we be good at diving? Oh no, no, we cannot. Those are terrible dives. But like the first two dives are the most important ones. The very most important ones, man. It's like they have to be, or actually the first three. But I have to do those first three dives perfect. The other ones after that, well, actually no. The first two dives are paramount. The third dive will make it a lot easier if I get it correct. But all the dives after that, I can kinda do whatever. It'll mostly work. He thinks just your friendly neighborhood and visitor reminding you to jump. Yo, man, I will jump. I'm just having a lot of trouble like getting this off at all. I do not know why the chat posted the beginning of your joke twice. It was probably because of AutoMod. It happens. AutoMod likes to block things sometimes that don't need to be blocked. And so my moderators have to tell AutoMod like, hey, this is okay. There's nothing wrong going on here. But if multiple moderators do it, then it'll pop up multiple times. Because unfortunately, Twitch chat and AutoMod aren't smart enough to be like, well, you know, the one mod clicked it once that it's allowed, so it's good now. Multiple mods can click allow, and it'll just go through multiple times. Icecap says, play everything on PC and Nintendo consoles. You'll play exclusives on other platforms if you already have that platform. Oh yeah, man. Like, I just love video games. I love video games so much. So, like, generally, like, I've never been a, like, what's it called? The console war guy. Like, I grew up with Nintendo mostly. But, like, I had, like, when I got my PlayStation, dude, those were the majority of the games I owned. Most of the games I played in, like, my teenage years were all PlayStation. And when Xbox came out, man, I was all about my Xbox. Where was the pull-up on that one? But yeah, I was all about that Xbox, dude. Halo, Munch's Odyssey, those games were just way too good. And so I just kind of carried on that way. Like, I have, you know, 64, PlayStation, Xbox. I have the, or I guess, no, Xbox was like GameCube and PS2, then PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, Wii U, PS3. I don't know, I'm mixing up generations here, but yeah, I have all the things, all of them. Xbox One, got it. Xbox One S or X? No, I don't need that. It's just a different version of the same thing. But If there's games, man, I'm gonna want to play them. Doesn't matter what system it's on. Game's interesting. I want to play it. I thought I could dive fast enough. If you see the ceiling and you're directly under the ceiling, it's too late, Binks. Keep that in mind. It's just too late. You have moderators to moderate Automod? Because Automod is a dirty, dirty bot. Yup. So you're saying get a PC over Switch? Not so much. I mean, I'd say there's a lot of value you get from PC games. Without a doubt, I think PC, you can get the most games for the cheapest at like the highest quality. It can be tough though, because the market's so saturated. So like if you don't know where to look, you can come across a lot of really poor quality games. But the value is the best on PC, without a doubt. You will get the best deals on PC. No one else will have those deals. But you'll be missing out on games, man. Like Nier Automata? Yeah, Nier Automata on PS4. Amazing game. Like that's something you should play. What else? Like Xbox doesn't really do exclusives as much. But yeah, no, like the Halo games, man, Gears of War, wonderful games. If you like shooters, I wouldn't want you to miss out on those. You should get an Xbox if you can. And then like Nintendo, definitely, man. Nintendo has so many exclusives. Like you know, like Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, other things too. But like those are the main ones for me. Those are the main ones. They're like, Let's Go Pikachu's coming out, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I want those games, man. I want those games real bad. And so, if you have multiple consoles, you can play all the games. That's what it's about for me, man. I want to play all the games. One day I'll jump. One day! Why didn't I go up? Why did I die there? What transpired? Can you post a link, Terranel? It depends. What's the link about? If it's a pun? Is it family friendly? If it's a family friendly pun, by all means, go for it. Otherwise, I'd rather you didn't. Did I get that music bullet hell? Nah, I didn't get into it. So like, I'm playing Sonic Mania right now. Because it's like, I don't really like spending money on games unless I know I'm gonna play them. But like, the game's not going anywhere. It's still gonna exist later. It'll exist tomorrow, it'll exist a week from now. I mean, this is generally the case. There are rare exceptions. But yeah, like, I've bought too many games in 2017 that I never went back to play. So going into 2018, I've been quite a bit more frugal. If I see a game and I want it, I'm not gonna buy it. Not unless I'm ready to play it. Or I'm gonna play it soon. Let's see, and there are some games that you own on multiple platforms because you like them so much. Like Sonic Adventure, Adventure 2, Mario 64, and Mania? Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like, oh my goodness, I have so many copies of Sonic Adventure 2. I have so many copies, dude. To be fair, I would keep losing it, so I'd rebuy it. But yeah, I have it multiple times on GameCube, and I also have it on PC. And yeah, same thing, Mario 64, for sure. Such a good game. And yeah, Sonic Mania. I haven't bought it on PC yet, but I probably will in the future. It'll probably be a thing that happens. It's just, oh my goodness, I love this game so much. I really thought I had that one. I won't ever jump? You have to believe. You're not believing hard enough, Inviso. We've been over this. If you don't believe I'll jump, I'll never jump. This is all on you, Inviso. It is funny and friendly, I promise. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the normal rule for people that don't know about link posting is that links are fine as long as you ask. If you ask and it's appropriate, like if it has to do with what we're talking about or if it's just really funny, as long as you ask, it's all good. But if you just randomly start posting like every meme that you think is funny that has nothing to do with anything anyone's talking about, I don't like that. But yeah, if you ask, it's all good, no worries. That's all I ask. That you ask first. Knew you had to go down, Vince. You knew. What? You rebuy it? Yeah, I'll rebuy a game that I like. I have no problem with that. Like generally it's for convenience. Like, if it's more convenient for me to have a game on multiple platforms, I'll rebuy it. Like, Sonic Adventure 2, for example. I bought that game multiple times because I kept losing it. And I'm like, I know it's somewhere in the house, but I also know it's $5 at GameStop. So, since I don't know where it is and then have to look for like ever, I just go rebuy it. And I would just rebuy Sonic Adventure 2, and then I could play it to my heart's content. And I'd lose it again. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Let me just go buy it for $5. And I go play Sonic Adventure 2 some more, because it's such a good game. And then, it was available on PC, and I was like, alright, oops. I didn't realize I was in Dive. But yeah, it came out on PC, and I'm like, this is way easier. Now I can never lose it. I can never lose the game. That'll never happen. I don't have to, like, dig a GameCube out of the attic or anything like that. I can just press play, and I'm playing Sonic Adventure 2, so I bought it again. It was a great deal, in my opinion. Exploding Jellyfish, most games I watch gameplay of before buying them. Oh, I killed myself. And I mostly find games I like because I watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye a lot, and yeah, with the exception of games like Minecraft, Terraria, and Stardom. You had Overwatch on your PS4 and you rebought it for PC? Yeah, man. Some games are just so much better on PC. But you wouldn't know about that unless you played all the other ones sometimes. Just how it is. Yeah, I know a lot of people bought Overwatch for PS4 or Xbox, and then made the switch over to PC. Just for the more competitive atmosphere. Which, yeah, there's a lot of scrubs on PC too. There's a lot of scrubs. But overall, they are more competitive on PC. The players are better. I'm not trying to, like, again, start like a console or PC master race or anything like that. It's just statistics. Like, a Grandmaster on PS4 is like platinum at best on PC. Generally, that's like, got to jump. I believe things. I believe in the jump, but instead of doing a jump, you did a bump. Yo, look, man. Jumping's really hard. I need more people to believe in the jump. But hey, I made it across! Tensoccer literally bought Xenoblade 1 3 times. Yeah, man. We love our video games. And yo, Dim speedruns. Dim speedruns is the hardest. Yo, thank you, good sir. Yo, my man over here believes in the dream. Spreading the love. Yo, thank you very much. Exploding Jellyfish saying, yeah, I have Skyrim on my PC and PS3, but I bought it on my Switch as well, so I can play it anywhere. But yo, when are you gonna buy it for your fridge so that you can play Skyrim while you're trying to also, you know, make a sandwich? Like, that's important, man. Think about accessibility here. Oh, whoops, I don't have enough for Super Saiyan. Excuse me. Exploding Jellyfish believes in the jump! Yo, we got this, man. It's over now. Oh, I don't think I have the glide to get across this time, though. Maybe? Oh, it's gonna be tight. Ooh, barely made it. Barely made it. Believes in the jump! Easy peasy, man. We definitely had to slow down, though. The glide wasn't right. But it's way better to be a couple seconds slow than to throw the whole run in the trash. So I'm glad I made it across. And joke's on you. I already have it on Amazon Alexa. Yo, my man! That actually sounds really cool, though. I would legit, like, I don't have an Alexa, but I can imagine if I had one, I would want to play Skyrim on it. Just watching him do that looks really, really fun. It reminds me of, like, playing Dungeons & Dragons, you know? Which I enjoy doing, man. I don't have to, like, you know, have a controller in my hands to have a good time playing a video game. Not so much. You know, got good? Yo, we did it in Vivo. It had to happen eventually. Alright, good dives. Good dives. Let's go. Let's go, man. Yo, is that 2 in a row? Oh, ooh, and I remember to jump. Last second. I was ready to just stand there, and then I didn't. Oh, feels good, man. Feels real good. Beautiful. And let's see, Wolfgang's saying who likes gliding anyways? Yo, gliding's the best! Who doesn't want to, like, skip, like, most of the level, man? But yo, how you doing, Wolfgang? Nice to see you, good sir. How are you on this fine evening? Hey, Wolfgang, did you ever play, any Sonic games? Are you, like, only a Mario guy? Because I know you threw Mario Maker, so I assume you grew up playing Nintendo. But, you ever had a Sega Master System? Still got that sub 60? Yo man, that's where it's at. Gotta get that sub 60. Oh wow, what are these dives? I should be faster than I am, I don't know what's up. Like, I was so scared because of how slow I was going, so I was like trying to like really hold on to my height, but no, holding on to my height killed me. I was fine. If I hadn't panicked, I would have made that. It's not as dynamic as it shows on the commercial. Oh yeah? In the commercial, it lets you use specific shouts and brings you through the actual story. When you actually use the IRL, it just randomly generated. There's 2 places. Go to one of them and use A to shout and kill the enemy, you win. Well, that's silly. It's still silly. It's a shame it's not, you know, super smart, but like, nah, man, I require like real AI. There's no way. Would have been cool though. I'd be all about that. But yo, that proves it. He legit actually has the thing, because he knows. He actually has it on Alexa. Ah, I need to count the dives. That's the secret. I'm not counting the dives. I'm just like, la la la, doing what I want to do. If I get a certain speed, I need to realize how many dives it takes and how deep I should take which dive. I know the like first 2 to 3 dives are a little deep. If I can just count my dives, I think I could get this down to a science. I'm not counting like I should. Oh, whoops, no, this is the one I want all the way to the top, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because the bottom's broken. Do I know where I am? I was thinking I was in the one to the left. Multitasking OP, man, I tell you. Alright, what are we saying? Doing good, just relaxing. To answer your question, I had a Genesis, so I did play Sonic, but I never really gave it the attention I gave Mario. You always preferred Nintendo as a kid? Yo, that's fair, man. You can dig that. Alright, that's the 3rd dive, 4th dive, 5th dive, 6th dive, 7th one's going deep. Not deep enough. But it threw me off because the camera didn't close in, so I had to check myself, man. I had to check myself. I had all this extra freedom I wasn't ready for. Giggler says, I don't know why I'm watching this. I'll never get a minute on anything. Yo, man. Just because you can't do something doesn't mean, you know, you have to feel bad about that, man. Like, I'm definitely, you know, doing some things that some players can't do. But then there's other players that are going to do things that I can't do. Uh-oh. There's always someone better than me. Forever and always. You learned that real quick in fighting games, I'll tell you what. You'll beat all your friends at like Street Fighter or Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, whatever your poison is, man. You'll beat all your friends. You'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this game. And you show up to a tournament, man. And you go out 0-2. You lose every single game. Real fast, too. Yo, Glacken's in here. How you doing, Glacken? Jellyfish was saying, in the commercial it made a joke about eating all the cheese wells. If you don't have an inventory, you just find the weakness of the enemy and use the correct attack until it dies. At the end of the quest, you get healed back to full, and you do a new quest. Interesting. And Wolfgang's saying, the one I regret is Mega Man. I never really played any Mega Man like ever. I'm trying to make up for lost time, but dashing in Mega Man X games feels weird. Yo, man. All you gotta do is practice. Like, if you just play the game multiple times, you'll pick it up. You'll pick it up, no worries. I love dashing. I love dashing in Mega Man so much. Alright, that's the 3rd dive. 4, 5, 6 going real deep. Too deep. Oh man, I'm trying to go deeper because I'm so tired of like bumping my head at the top. But yeah, like the number isn't like perfect. Like it really depends on my speed, and my speed really fluctuates depending on how good my initial dives are. But 6 and 7 seems like about a good mark. Like ready myself. You say that with a world record though? I do say that with a world record. But still, there's always someone better than. Like, the world record that I have, if like someone really wanted to take my world record, they could. They could totally do it. And it wouldn't take the greatest people in the world to do it either. Like, anyone dedicated to anything can accomplish it. For the most part, in my opinion. Like, when it comes to video games, man, nothing's too hard. Like, you just need the passion for it. Oh, that was a terrible dive. That's dead. But, like, take like any speed game, man. You're always gonna have that guy that's like, yep, this is the world record. 59.34. It can't go down a second faster than this, it can't be improved. This is the world record where it stays. This game's dead now, guys, the game's dead. And then, you know, like 2 months later, some dude either A, just has better movement than the guy and beats the world record, or B, they discover new techniques, which allows the game to then be faster. It happens all the time, man. People get too full of themselves. Like, there's always someone better. Always. It's just like a universal law. Ah, man, not a good enough dive. I'm so scared. Banks has a world record? Yeah, I have a world record in Sonic Mania, Solo Sonic All Emeralds, Classic Patch. Because, like, there's 2 patches. And the patch that I have, the world record in, is a faster version, but I have a slower time than people that have the world record in the current patch. And they can't do all the tricks that my thing can do. I didn't do any of those tricks, because I preferred to play glitchless, but there is no glitchless category. So technically, you know, they could glitch it all up and they'll beat my time. They could beat my time by like 20 minutes. Like, my time wasn't that good. Whoops, that's not that high. But, you know, like, there wasn't really anyone trying to beat me. Because, like, All Emeralds isn't very popular for the speedrunning community. Because you have, like, 2 different type of people that speedrun Sonic games. You have people that love Sonic. That's me. And then you have people that like to go fast. And people that like to go fast don't do All Emeralds because it's slower. It's that simple. I do All Emeralds because I think it's fun. And so, the people that did compete against me, they moved their times over to the other category. But the people that were originally competing with me, they're other people that like Sonic. They're not people that purely are doing it just to go fast. They're doing it because they think it's fun. And they don't have the skill or tech or practice to beat my time. But there are plenty of people that could. They just don't. Because they don't want to. Ah, so close. I'm losing it, man. When Vank says, but it sounds like badum, and I wait for the Tish sound. Wolfgang says, I would just assume I'm trash even if I get a world record, and would keep trying to improve. I mean, that's what a lot of world record holders do. Not all of them. We talked about the real smug ones earlier. But yeah, the more down-to-earth people, the ones that are more realistic in my mind. And sometimes I think it can be a bit pessimistic, but yeah, they'll be like, this run is trash. But hey, it's world record. I guess this will be the run we have for now. Someone will beat this tomorrow. And then usually that world record stays for like 4 or 5 months. It's usually how it is, man. It's so funny. Like, I swear it's just like a tradition for like a world record. It has to be like, remember to jump. But yeah, a world record has to start off bad. That's how a lot of world records start off. They have just a really bad intro, really bad first level. They're like, I'm tired of resetting. I'm just gonna do the run anyways. We're just gonna finish this run because I wanna play the video game. And then they get the world record. It's so funny, man. I swear that happens a lot. Glackman says, oh, so nobody ended up playing the category by the time the new patch came out? It's not that no one played it. Someone had the world record before I did. I think there was about, like, it wasn't a hugely contested category. I think there was, like, about 5 people that were playing it. Like, it was a small number of people. And it was a real easy steal. I came in and I took the world record. And then shortly after I took the world record, a new category was born. And all the people moved over to that category. So no one competes with me. So it's a free world record. Uh-oh. Like, I think I'm way better now than, like, back then. Gosh, darn it, you gotta go deeper, Vince. You're not counting your times like you used to. Icecap says, I always go all emeralds because I can't stand bad endings. Yo, that's fair, man. Yeah, not everybody likes all emeralds. We're the minority. People prefer their no emeralds, man. Oh, you have all 8 octos, Controlius? Yo, congratulations, man. Yo, you are caught up with me. If you do anything after that, you are past me. Octopath Traveler, I just got the 8 people and I haven't touched the game since. I'll eventually go back, but I'm letting it sit there while I play Sonic Mania at the moment. Having a lot of fun with this game. You'll never have the world record in anything, Wolfgang, because you're too lazy? Yeah, that's fair, man. Ah, the chicken! It's been a while since the chicken took me out. Gosh darn chicken. Stupid, stupid chicken robot. Why would you even build a robot chicken? I don't understand. Like, what's the point of that? What does the robot chicken do? And Dim Speedrun says, I hate people who brag about world records when they're the only one in the category. Like, I'm IL running a level in an empty category. I'm gonna try to get it as low as possible before I submit it. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Like, for me, for my world record, it's not a very impressive world record. It's really not. Like, I let people know, you know, like, there are people that have a better time than my world record in a category that should be, slower than mine. And yet, they have a much faster time. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, deep for the 7. Got it. See, that's why you gotta count things. Counting is the secret. Robot Chicken makes lots of jokes using old toys and clay figures. Yes, yes, I know about that one. I more mean, why did Robotnik build one? I'm sure he's not a fan of the show. But yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's just try to get that a few more times, man. If I can just get it consistently, I'd be really happy. Alright, Fast Act has world record in Hollow Knight, and as soon as he got it, he was like, meh, someone will beat it soon, and it's been about 4 months. Yeah, man, that's how it is. That's just how it is. Like, I think his name is like Zephyros or something. Yeah, I've seen him. He's been speedrunning that game for months, man. But, yo, beating a world record isn't easy. It's really not. A world record for a reason. I mean, obviously it depends, like, how many people are playing. Like, duh, but my goodness. Like, there's a huge difference between, like, say, competing in Sonic Mania and competing in, like, say, Super Mario World. Like, Super Mario World has so many times, dude. People love that game. It is super competitive. Super duper competitive. So if you have a world record in, like, Mario, yeah, no, you should be pretty proud of that. Pretty proud. Especially if it's sitting there, man. Yeah, you see it with 64, man. Like, that game, as old as it is, with all the tech that's been, like, figured out, you'd think, like, you know, it would sit there. But even then, man, world record trades places, the world record gets improved. Pretty cool, man. Yeah, there's so many categories in that game, too. Good stuff. I love watching SM64 speedruns, they're pretty cool. Let's see, the Chicken Badnik is named Clucker. It was the inspiration for Scratch in the meme gold mine known as Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, okay. I see now. Oh, this is a really bad dive. We're done. We're not making that. Oh, I lost it trying to catch up with chat. And Jellyfish, but yeah, I'll see you around, Vince. I'm heading out to see my boy Bob Ross. Have a good night. Yo, later, man. Robotnik is a huge fan of the show. Why wouldn't he be? He loves robots. What? Which is why he is garbage, because bots are horrible. Yo, Robotnik, man. I don't know why he's gotta turn everything into a robot, but at least it fits with his name. Good old Robotnik. Well, I guess he is Eggman now. Yeah, I meant to go up here, but video games are hard. Any percent will always be the most popular category for most speedruns? Yeah. It's a good category. It's really simple and easy to understand. Just beat the game. Beat the game. Though, depending on the game, I guess that's not actually always the case. Like, take Pokemon for example, right? Like with Pokemon, any percent is beating the game in like seconds. So it's not really as interesting. Same thing with like, what is it, Super Mario Bros. 3? Yeah, some games their any percent is beating the game in like seconds. And it will either be really easy to do, which will make it so there's a lot of times, or it'll be some really dumb trick that's like extremely frame perfect, pixel perfect all over the place. And yeah, not as many people run that. No sir. And so there'll be something just under any percent that's very similar. And that'll become the main category. But for the most part, he is right. Yo, got him. Well, I'm gonna drop out to see more of the Link to the Past Rando Attorney. I'll be back. You get good, Banks. Will do, man. And a bit race? Never mind, you still need to get good though, Banks? Oh, okay. I mean, I made it over. I'm getting there, man. Gotta remember to copy what I say so I can repost it. Wait, what? And Glack was saying, like I said, most wrong warp any percent speedruns are rarely popular as lasting speedruns. Yup. Yo, Hunter Soul's in here. Yo, you're buying this game today? Yo, do it, man. Sonic Mania is such a fun game. It really, really is. I'm loving Sonic Mania Plus. Because it added Ray and Mighty, a bunch of like little bug fixes. And the Encore mode, in my opinion, is much better level design than what we got in Mania mode. Which, I mean, you know, it makes sense. You're always going to make mistakes and improve upon that with time. Yeah, Encore mode is really, really good. And Ray is so much fun. He's such a good character. I mean, they're both good characters. Like, Mighty's really good for, like, he's really good for people that are, like, new to Sonic. Because he's immune to bullets when he's in a ball, and he also can slam in his spikes without taking damage, so it kind of depends on the situation. It's not for free, but like Mighty is the most durable of all the characters. You have a much easier time playing the game as him. And then you have Ray, who's harder to use, so you know, if you're a skilled player, like you know the layouts of the levels, you understand the game well, and you take the time to learn the character, it's a lot you can do. But man, is gliding hard, I'll tell you what. You like the DLC so far? The design is great, the music is better. Did they change the music? I thought the music was the same. But again, now I'm sure there was at least a couple of new themes. But yeah, the music is amazing, you're not wrong. I don't know if we can make this one, guys. Nope, I'm out of forward momentum. Let's see, Galactus says what I was referring to the outliers for most, like Demon's Crest, where 100% is the most popular. Got you. That's cool. Yeah, I've never actually finished Demon's Crest. I played that game, like, maybe for an hour once, and I had a lot of fun. But that was like when I was first getting into streaming, and that wasn't a game I was streaming, I was just playing it, you know, off stream. Once I got into streaming, I started playing games off stream a lot less, so I kind of dropped it. I'd like to go back at some point. He also obliterates half the bosses. Uh-oh, I missed something. Who's obliterating the bosses? Oh, I'm fresh out of Super Ray. We're gonna have to try to do this without being Super. It's ironic, Sega's first Sonic game, and in Forever is a 2D pixelated platform for the most part? I don't think so. I'm confused. Ah, I messed that up. Let's see. Ironic, Sega's first Sonic game in forever. I mean, they did Forces shortly after this, and then before this they did Sonic Boom, Oh, I mean, technically that was Big Red Button. I don't know, there's a lot of Sonic games. There's Lost World. Lost World wasn't that long ago. They had the, yeah, Boom for Wii U, and then Boom for 3DS, and there was a second Boom for 3DS, Fire and Ice. Which I'm told Fire Ice is a better game, but I couldn't get into it. Do you mean it's like the first good game they've had in a while? Because I agree with you on that. It is ironic that the first good game they've had in a while. Because yeah, I'm not into the Boom. I mean, Lost World isn't that bad. Lost World I actually do enjoy, but not Boom. No sir. Not so much. And Forces isn't like complete garbage. It's not the best though. It's definitely not the best. Oh, I was so close! I was so close, man! Oh, I dove one more time than I needed to. I so had that. Jacob says, you can have the world record. I just want to beat the game without dying or under an hour. Yo, beating the game under an hour is pretty tough, man. Like, under an hour, that's speedrunning right there. Like, if you beat this game going for no emeralds, and you get sub-hour, man, that's a super good time. Super good. Like, I think beating this game under an hour 30 minutes is still really fast. If you beat it under 2 hours, I think that shows mastery of the game. If you can beat this game in under 2 hours, I don't think you have to be a speedrunner to do that. But I do think you need multiple playthroughs. Maybe not too many though, but to get sub 2 in either Mania or Encore mode, you're gonna have to play the game more than once. Demon's Crest is your Halloween game. It's your favorite SNES game. Oh, it's your favorite SNES game, Blackham. I didn't know that. That's cool. And Mighty does? Have you seen how? Oh yeah. Nah, Mighty wrecks some bosses, dude. He sure does. He really does. I mean, to be fair, the bosses in general can all be beaten pretty fast, but Mighty, like from a casual perspective, like Mighty does whatever he wants to do. It's pretty good. Alright, these are good dives. These are really good dives. Whew! That was close, man. I barely held on to that one. I almost dropped it. No, I'll be in there. No. Oh, this is so hard. First good, Vinx? Wait, what? Oh yeah, first good. Okay. If you have to describe a game as not complete garbage, there is something wrong with it. And oh dear, I just realized I was supposed to be an adult today, which is unfortunate because I no longer want to do it. Uh-oh. Being an adult's pretty important. Doesn't it take 2 minutes to run through each course? It generally takes about 2 minutes for each course, yes, except for, like, Titanic Monarch. Takes about 2 minutes. That's not counting boss fights, though. You have to do the boss fights as well. So, most courses take anywhere between 3 to 4 minutes overall. Yeah, going for sub-hour, man. That's asking a little much, if you ask me. Oh, I had that! I had it, and I corrected myself at the last second. If I believed in myself, if I trusted my instincts, I would have been fine. How many dives is it before the second part of Flying Under Vinx? Alright. So, when I do the initial jump, I gotta do the first dive where I'm just worried about not bumping into the chicken. The second dive is not bumping into the blue platform in front of me. The third dive is the one where I'm just focused on going as low as I can before the camera pans itself. Then that is 4 dives after those initial 3, depending on speed, where that 7th dive is the one where I need to like go deep. If I actually count them out. And again, it definitely depends on speed. It's a lot more dives if I do it wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, gotta go low. Not low enough, I think. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're getting good, man. We're getting good. Are there like 8 courses? How many worlds are there? This is world 4, right? This is World 4. So yeah, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. There's 24 courses altogether, right? There's 24 courses, and 22 of those are about 2 to 3 minutes long, and the last 2 are about 4 to 6 minutes long. And that's for the 2 to 3 minutes, I'm not counting the boss fights. I mean, again, it depends on like if you know the speed rails. If you know the speed rails, like Green Hill Zone should be like under a minute. Like not counting like cutscenes and stuff. For just Act 1 though. Yeah, Green Hill Act 1's a pretty short stage. But most stages aren't quite as short as that. No sir. Is definitely the exception, not the rule. 4, 5. Alright, we're gonna go on 6 this time. Woo! I went a little too deep there. A little too deep. Alright, 2 hours in the stream and Banks still can't beat Flying Battery Zone. Get good. I can beat this level in my sleep. I'm just trying to perfect this strategy, man. Because if I'm gonna do an actual speedrun going through all the like levels and stuff, I have to be able to do this. Like at least I want to say like 80% of the time. Like 50% is something I'm trying to work my way up to. If I could do this 1 out of 2 times, that would be pretty good. Not good enough to be doing it in a speedrun, but I would probably do it, because that's just the kind of guy I am. I just like to play the video games. I don't like practicing very much, but Ray's pretty fun, and chat's been really, really cool, so I'm having a lot of fun talking to you guys, so I'm practicing a lot more than I normally would. Oh no! I rose up way too high, man. You just thought average speedrun time was 40-50 minutes? No. No, it's not. That's not the average speedrun time, no sir. Yeah, I have to actually like check, but yeah, no, you gotta really know the game to get like a 50 time. Alright, Beck says an average run is above an hour J-Glows, only the top runners are in the 50s? Exactly. But yeah, if you're trying to push yourself to get under an hour, I think you're pushing yourself a little too hard. Unless you plan on playing this game for like... Cause like, for instance, when I was getting, I wasn't getting no sub 50. When I was getting, like, the 110s. Oh, I was so close. Yeah, when I was getting the 110s, that's 190 hours in the game. I mean, yeah, some of that spent goofing off, some of that spent trying to learn how to play Puyo Puyo. Because I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad at Puyo Puyo. So the Chemical Plant Zone Act 2 boss, I can lose a lot of time there unless, like, you know, I've been studying my Puyo, which it's been a year since I've studied any Puyo. And yes, studying Puyo. There's all sorts of YouTube videos and tutorials. You know, Puyo Puyo is its own game. So it's like, if you want to learn how to speedrun Sonic Mania, you have to learn how to play 2 games. Not just Sonic, you gotta learn how to Puyo Puyo. And I don't know. So I'll have to get back into that. But that's not here right now. That's not my focus. I'll worry about that later. Gosh darn Puyos. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so close. Oh, that's so tough, man. Because there's no visual indicator, man. It's nothing but rain. I can't tell how high I am. I just kind of have to feel it. Believe in the chat that believes in you? He just fell on you. And you didn't get hurt? Never mind, you're super. Yes. It's hard to tell that I'm super, because I'm like yellow, and I glow yellow on top of my yellow. It's not easy to see. There's music though. The music's nice. Yeah, I can understand how it'd be easy to miss that. The least you could do is Green Hill, but y'all get 30 seconds and I get 40? I mean, like, if you can do it in like 39, that's really good. It's doable, you just gotta know what to look out for, that's all. I did it! I did it! Oh, jeez, man. is so difficult. So hard, man. Oh, that was such a good time. That was beautiful. Alright, what were we saying? You feel like drawing, Ray? Yo, do it, man. Are you an artist, Ice Cap? Yo, I am no artist. I can draw the mightiest of stickmen. That's all I got. You know, when I did my, like my Get Good emote, one of my viewers made that one for me, 10th Doctor. And then, my other two emotes, my tier 2 and my tier 3, the Super Troll and, Super Trash, or Super T-Rash, however you want to pronounce it. But, yeah, those emotes were made with, I commissioned them from an artist. Because, like, I can't do my own art. I do not have those skills. Yeah, I'm happy to pay an artist to do art things for me. Completely cool. Oh, so close! I pulled up too early though, because I was like, yep, I'm under the building. Alright, let's see. Mean Bean Machine? Yup. Yo, Mean Bean Machine. Or Puyo Puyo, whatever you want to call it. Bro says, I've always wondered how good your time would be on your speedrun if you ignored chat and just played the game, but then I considered that you are Vinx. It would probably bore you. Yeah, I mean, like, I can do a speedrun without chat. I've done it before. Like, I can definitely do that for Sonic Mania right now. I'm having a lot of fun with the game. But it's more fun. Like, I hate practicing. Practicing is not something that I enjoy because it's too repetitive. But, you know, talking to people makes it so much more enjoyable. But, you know, practicing is something you gotta do to get good. It's just kind of how it works. So, it is what I'm doing. But yeah, no, like, to do a run? I can do a run just fine. Runs are not boring to me. It's only the practice part. Get good? Yo, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get good. Or really, since Dr. just showed off his emote. It's a good emote. I like the Get Good one. And Ice Cap says, I am an artist. I draw in MS Paint with a mouse. I am not kidding. Yeah? MS Paint artist. I gotta see this one. I'll take your word for it though. But yeah, no man. MS Paint, whatever. It doesn't matter what kind of tools I got. I could have the greatest creative suite known to man. I'm not gonna produce any good artwork. I don't have the skills. No, sir. Yeah, I've always just been more interested in the, like, coding side of game development, not so much the art. I don't know. I mean, like, obviously everything comes to you. Uh-oh. I did not... Whatever, we'll try to do it without being super... That chicken... chicken ruined me. But, I was saying something. Oh yeah, like any skill, right? Any skill, if you put enough time, like, you'll get there. I've just never had the interest. Not in art. Oh, super bad. Confirmed, just showing off Get Good. You post all your stuff in, Letters Discord? Oh, that's cool, man. I can dig that. Get Photoshop? I have Photoshop. I do have Adobe Photoshop. I don't use it much. It's pretty rare. I mostly use Paint.net for like any sort of like image manipulation I need to do. It's a much smaller program, it opens a lot faster. I think it's more responsive. I like the UI better. But I also don't really like create parts. I manipulate images. Huge difference. Again, man. This is the second time I've been good and I've like ruined myself. Chicken bonk? Yo, I hate them chickens, man. Super judge you? Yo, look. Look, okay, okay. I've said some things in the past, and they have been wrong. I don't pretend to be clairvoyant. I make educated guesses based off of the information I see before me, as any sane person should. Sometimes people can perceive things differently. What will my sub badges look like? Rest in peace, Super. I don't know, I haven't really decided, man. Like, I've thought about making it like a Pokemon. Cause like, what's his face? Q Lagging recently hit partner. And he has sub badges that are based off of coffee. I think they look super cool, not high enough. Cause yeah, it's like an egg, and then it's like freshly hatched out of the egg, and then it's like coughing, and then he evolves into wheezing, and then it's a gold wheezing. I was like, yo, that's legit. You could do that with something like maybe like Squirtle or something. Like Squirtle's kind of like, oh, I don't have the Squirtle with me right now, but yeah. Still, I have my like Squirtle emote, my super key rash one. And you know, I've done quite a few Pokemon Red speedruns in the past. But I feel like Squirtle could be appropriate. I could do that. But I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I was thinking badges at first, like Pokemon badges, but I was like, I don't know. I don't think badges are as cool as an actual Pokemon. I don't think it's specific enough. Just how I feel. Right, 4, 5, alright, go low, go deep. Okay, pull up. That, so close. So close, I went too deep. Too deep. Alright, IceCap, I also post myself on Tumblr, Twitter, and sometimes Reddit. Yo, that's cool, man. Yo, why? Oh, Sonic stole the speed boost. Sonic, come on, man. Some of us want to go fast, too. Charles, I'm not sure if there's a delay on the stream or Vince is behind on chat. Probably behind on chat, super trash. Yup. Yeah, no, man. Catching up with chat can be a little difficult when you're mid-speedrun. Rip. It's a lot easier when you're playing, like, say, Pokemon Red. Like, the speedrun for Pokemon Red, like, I can legit be frame perfect and read chat at the same time. Because it's like, the windows for being frame perfect are so easy. Versus this game, like, positioning is so key. Like, I always need to know exactly how my character is interacting with the world. Or the way that I glide, the way that I jump, the way that I run. Everything changes dramatically depending on placement, positioning, speed. There's too many factors. So it is what it is. Oh, man. I just can't find the adjustment, man. I'm getting all the way over to the right almost every time. Well, when I say all the way to the over to the right, I mean that section where the camera starts to lower again. I'm getting there almost every time now, which is not how this stream started. So that's definitely improvement. But finding the height adjustment I need is a little difficult. Let Mega Man hold a Pokeball? I don't know, that sounds just weird to me. I mean, I love Mega Man, but I don't know if that's what I want. Yeah, I mean, that's my first speedrun game, is Mega Man. Put the Squirtle in progressively more shiny trash cans? Oh, that's silly. That's very silly, and I like silly things. Alright, 4, 5. Alright, go deep. Pull up. Go. Wait. Yep, got it. Oh man, you have to do it just right. Just right, man. It's real tricky, dude, but we got there. So let's go. Oh, beautiful, man. We are getting there. This is doable. Sphinx. You died, Binks? Rip? Yo, I do die sometimes. Quote 304, rippity dippity doo. I'm still surprised it took till 2018. Well, actually, no, the quote was later, but still. Like, for July 2018, to have that be a quote. Because I say that a lot. I died many times in various video games. IceCap saying, since Taxman has an alright 3D engine that works with Retro Engine, I think Sega should have him develop a Knights game. I mean, I don't know about all that. People keep saying, like, you know, that the Sonic Mania guys should make a 3D Sonic game, or they should make this, or they should make that. But, like, the reason Sonic Mania is so good is because they understand the material. They have been working on 2D Sonic games for years. Literal years. They live and breathe this stuff, man. There's all sorts of, like, if you've gone onto, like, the Sonic Retro forums, which I don't know, I assume most, like, literally no one here has ever been to Sonic Retro before. Because, like, those forums are, like, they don't just let anyone in. Like, I mean, technically anyone can apply to join the forums, but there's an application process. Like, you have to literally be like, hey, I want to join this community, this is how I can benefit you. And then, like, if they think you're alright, you get to join. If they don't think you're alright, you have to wait, like, 2 weeks or something, and then you can reapply. But, so yeah, those forums are a little closed off. But if you ever have managed to tap your way into those forums, the level of discussion that takes place there, man, the ideas these people have, the understanding of what makes a good Sonic game, there's so much of that information there. That's what they've been living and breathing off of for a very long time, and that's why Mania is good. I don't think they would find that same success in other things. Do I think that, you know, Christian Whitehead is a amazing programmer? Yes. Do I think him by himself could make Sonic Mania 2 a success? I don't. Like, I mean, he could prove me wrong, but like, if you play some of the games that he specifically made by himself, the level design's terrible, in my opinion. Like, it's not the worst, but I think a lot of his level design has a lot of the same mistakes that like Sonic 1 and 2 did. And yeah, Sonic 1 and 2 had bad level design. Like, not all of it's complete garbage, but there's some things that really stick out that I think makes the games less enjoyable and less accessible to people. Versus Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which really improved on that formula. So if like Christian Whitehead was making Sonic Mania 2 by himself, I don't think it'd be as good. No sir. Arizona? That's right next to Georgia, right? I was thinking Alabama, okay? I was thinking about Alabama. I'm like, that's something around there. Okay? Give me a break. You know, look, that's what quotes do. Quotes take things out of context. They don't give you the whole picture. Don't just listen to quotes. And some of those quotes are fake. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Some of those quotes are just pure fake, man. It's tough. Because it's like, take internet celebrities, right? Internet celebrities, or I mean just celebrities in general, versus the internet, right? When they're just doing their own thing, you know, making videos, making movies, whatever, you know, they do, they're generally going to say all the things that they mean. And, you know, they'll generally be researched on the things that they're talking about. Versus if you take those same people and you put them into like a podcast or in a live situation where, say, they're streaming live, that's when all those mistakes happen. That's when people are going to say things that they don't mean, or they're going to say things that could easily be misconstrued or taken out of context. That's how they get you. What games did he make by himself? Retro Sonic? Yeah, Christian Whitehead, I can't remember the name of the games, but he has made his own, like, Sonic fan games. And in my opinion, I don't think they have good level design at all. I think the level design's, like, it's not garbage. His level design's not garbage. It's very similar to Sonic 1 and 2. And in my opinion, Sonic 1 and 2 have bad level design. I think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is where it really picked off, and which is why I like Sonic Mania, because it heavily picks up. Like, it's a combination of Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic CD. And they take from both of those games, and still, like, they don't take the bad parts. Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, like, their Flying Battery Zone, it's not the best stage. It's not terrible, but it's a really slow stage. Versus this is so fast-paced. They improved so heavily on what came before them. I mean, I don't know how heavily invested Christian Whitehead is into the level design. As far as I understand, he's just the programmer of the engine. And I'm sure, you know, he continually works things out with people. And he's not perfect. This game has had multiple crashes on the Switch version. But I don't know what he does level design-wise outside of his old work. And it's not all the best. I'm not trying to hate on him, man. The physics are amazing. The physics make the game into something beautiful. And the combination of him working with other people that had strengths in other areas is what makes Mania so good. This way is to get bodied? Yo, man. Look out for going the way to get bodied. It's tough. And, Flying Battery is terrible in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It really is. It's not the best. It's really not. And they picked up on it, right? Because it's like, for instance, like, yeah, you have a lot of things where you just sit around doing nothing. But like, look at this, right? Like, this is really slow. This area where you're on the poles in comparison to everything else. But, you know, like, I come into the room going up, and I can see where I need to go. So I can readjust myself. I have the time to readjust. Which in a fast game like this, that's tough to do. And then coming into this room, I then get to interact with these poles, which there's still a movement to them, even when I'm really not actually moving. A lot of like good Sonic design is about understanding the perspective, or not the perspective, but like the idea of going fast. You always want this high level of engagement and interaction, and that's difficult to do because if the player's always doing things and always going fast, sometimes it's like how does the player know what to do? How can they see everything that's on screen and be able to really take in that information and make interesting decisions based off of that? You can't. You can't just go straight forward fast. You have to throw gimmicks in there, like these fans, like these pulleys. You have to put things in there that slow down the game, but not so much that the player feels like they're being stopped in an annoying way. Like, be it with spikes. You don't want to slow down the player with spikes. That's really terrible design, because you're punishing the player for something they couldn't see coming. Or like just putting a rock in the way. A rock in the way isn't as big a deal. I feel like that can be used here and there. But if you're constantly stopping the player's forward progression and just stopping them dead, that does take away a sense of enjoyment. But if you can move the direction, right? If you can move the player upwards or downwards, or change their speed because they're interacting with an object, that is how you make those transitions and give the player chances to pull in the information they're seeing from the screen. And yeah, Flying Battery, the original one, was just way too slow paced. So they took, you know, the good parts of it, man, and they built upon that. And that's why it's so good in this game. Y'all hate Flying Battery? Sandopolis is the real trash? Sandopolis is okay. Because it's like, there's a difference, right? The Sandopolis, like, yeah, it's a slower stage, for sure. And that's definitely a problem. But the stage doesn't kill you as often. The original Flying Battery has a lot of, you dying in it. That's the problem, man. You're getting crushed to death. You're falling down, you know, just trying to travel between platforms outside of the plane. It's really difficult. Yo, Oil Ocean? The original Oil Ocean, man. It's pretty bad. I don't like the original Oil Ocean. I mean, it's not garbage. It's not garbage, it's just... There's so many things just looking to, like, just get in your way. So many ways to die. Yeah, the new Oil Ocean, still pretty tricky. It's still pretty tricky. You definitely, if it's your first time playing Oil Ocean, you have to slow down. You do. Or you will just die. So Oil Ocean is going to be a lot of people's least favorite stage. But it happens later in the game, right? It's not like it's a stage they're throwing at you like stage 1, stage 2. Not like, what is it, Labyrinth Zone in Sonic 1, man? Terrible stage. Oh, I barely made that, man. Barely made it. Oil Ocean's just boring. Yeah, I like the new Oil Ocean. Now that I know the layout. Oh no, not exit, restart. Now that I know the layout. But yeah, when I was first playing it, man, Oil Ocean was real tough. Especially the boss. The boss was garbage. Because there were so many, like, weird interactions and glitches. You could soft lock in there, and you could just die in so many ways that just didn't feel fair at all. But yeah, they fixed a lot of that in patches and in Encore mode. Encore mode's also better than it was before. There's still a couple of really weird interactions, but it's vastly better than what it used to be. I appreciate that, man. Live in a day and age where something can be really bad, and you can just patch it. Feels good, man. Alright, come on, base. This is gonna be a good one, right? Oh, wow. I was going so slow, so, like, I felt like I had to, like, be careful with my height. And, killed myself with being too high. I'm always too scared to, like, go down low, man. That's fine. I'll eventually get there, man. This has been a really, really good, session of practice. Because, like, I'm really figuring out Ray, man. Ray was real tough for me on the onset. That glide, it's so weird. Like, it moves how I think it's gonna move, but... Oh, I jumped into the chicken. It's just the pull-ups, man. To me, it doesn't look like I should be able to, lose it. Like, I feel like if I dive low enough, I should be able to pull up just fine, carrying that momentum into my, wings, I guess? His skin flabs, whatever you call that for squirrels. But yeah, no, man. I understand how it works. I get it. I do have to have a good dive. I can't go low momentum into high momentum. That's just not really a thing. We'll get there. Oil Ocean Act 2 boss is still the only boss you consistently die on no matter how many times you play this game. Yo, man. Oh, chicken strikes back. Gosh darn you, chicken. 2 times in a row now. But, yeah, nah, man. That boss, I died on so many times casually. And then even when I learned the speedrun, I would still die to him, like, now and then. It was rare. It was pretty rare, but it would happen. And then when I came back to this game for Sonic Mania Plus, I think I've died to him every run. I want to say I've died to him every run. I've only done like 2 or 3 runs, but that's way too much. Which is a shame too, because like I'll go there with the fire shield. And if you fight that boss with a fire shield, it's a joke. It's a really easy fight. But the physics of the oil is different than how it used to be. You die in the oil a lot faster now. So I'm used to just like, you know, bumping into him over and over again, having no problems. Now there's problems. So I'm dying even after I beat the boss. Yeah, that's bad. Like, you shouldn't die after you beat the boss. You're dying after you beat the boss because you're falling in the oil, man? It's pretty dumb. So I guess we're talking about the octopus? Yes, you are right, Blackham. We are talking about the Oil Ocean octopus. It's, in my opinion, man, Oil Ocean has the worst bosses in the entire game. The first one because he's so brain dead easy. The boss is incredibly easy. I think they fixed it in Plus. I haven't played a Mania run since I got Plus, but I know in Encore mode, at least so far, I don't know if it's coincidence, but he always does the wrench move first, which I think is way better than what they had him doing before. So I still think the boss fight is poorly designed, because it's really, really brain dead easy. But if you don't know that there's spikes on the ceiling, and you don't know that his attack is going to push you all the way up there, you can be crushed to death, and you will die. If that's your last life, you could game over right there, man. Which just feels so cheap. Because the game doesn't show you what you need to look out for, because it happens too fast. Quote, add the chicken strikes back. Yo, gosh darn chickens, man. Didn't need to hear more than that boss and died every run. No, man. Yeah, every run I've come back with Sonic Mania Plus, I've died to the octopus. They changed the gosh darn physics of the oil, man. Feels bad. He's even more easy with Mighty? Yeah. Just jump into him and take 0 damage. I mean, like, with the fire shield, I'm already doing that. I'm already taking 0 damage. It's just like, I think I'm getting stuck under him or something, because like, I'm jumping. But I'm not getting out of the oil. And I don't know why. Had to be the octopus. Yep. Had to be the octopus. Couldn't be anything else. Alright, there we go. We finally made it to the boss room again. That's really good. Feels super good, man. I could just do it like 3 times in a row. If I can do it 3 times in a row, I'll do a run. Doing all emeralds. Sonic Mania Plus Encore run, but I gotta be able to do this at least 3 times in a row, which isn't much. I've already done it 2 times in a row before. It's doable. Just gotta get good, man. Gotta get good. When will I be done with this? Yeah, I pretty much just said that. If I can get this 3 times in a row, that is my goal. Like, we just did it 1 time. Can we do it a 2nd time in a row? Let's see what we get. Nope, died to chicken. Died to chicken related means... It's like, there's so many little things. It's not like the first version of this. Like, the first version, or Flying Battery Act 1, the skip there, like, I don't have that down 100%. But it's way easier. Like, I feel very confident I could do it in a run, and if I mess up, I don't feel like it's that big a deal. Like, I'll go back and do it again. If I lose time, that's fine. We'll eventually get there. But this one requires some study. This one requires some practice. Some honing of skills. I think I can get there, man. I believe in myself. Alright, don't die to the chicken. Died to the blue platform right after the chicken. There's so much wrong with the octopus? Yeah. It's so weird, man. The octopus is the hardest boss, in my opinion. The octopus is the hardest boss in the game. Like, I know it's subjective. Some people are gonna have different experiences. Like, there are people that say Studiopolis Act 1's boss is the hardest, and I'm like, how? Like, you just run into the missile. That's all you gotta do. But, that's how some people feel. But no, man. From what I've seen, my experiences, people that I've also seen play the game, that octopus takes out the most people, I swear. Ice! Alright. Didn't take us as long to get this one going. Feels good, man. Alright, that was nice. As a question, Vinks, is this a new game that you're obsessing about? You dropping out of Octo for a bit? And are you still doing variety games on off speedrun days? Yes, I still want to do variety games. Like, I was going to do them last week, but then Sonic Mania came out, and I was like, well, I have to do Sonic Mania. But yeah, no, this is the game I'm playing instead of Octopath. I'm going to be putting Octopath off for a while. Cause yeah, I want people to get ahead. Cause like, I didn't think so many people were playing the game. Cause like, when I was talking about Octopath Traveler in like Discord on stream, man, nobody really engaged me in those conversations. So I was of the idea, people didn't really care about the game too much. So I figured when I did those streams, you know, people would show up just to like, you know, do their typical trolling, just to hang out and stuff. But like, a lot of people weren't. And the main reason is because people didn't want to be spoiled. And I was like, is everybody playing this game? And yeah, no, a lot of people are getting into Octopath Traveler, which is an awesome thing. I'm glad a lot of people want to play the game. But if I had known so many people were going to play it, I wouldn't have started. Because I'm not trying to spoil things for people. That's not quite the plan. Or you completely agree, Glackham, with, oh, the octopus being, like, the hardest boss? I know, right? It's the hardest boss in the game. Like, you'll fight, like, Egg Reverie, Eggman just before that. Like, nah. Like, yeah, if you're fighting Eggman for the first time, you might make a mistake and that'll cost you a life. And yeah, Egg Reverie is definitely difficult, you know, because you're controlling Sonic in a new way you've never controlled him throughout the rest of the game. And you might not understand... Oh, I went inside of the platform. You might not understand how it all works. And if you're unlucky and we're having and you are at low lives there, you'll get a game over and you have to do it all over again. Which can cause you to feel like it's really hard. But really, you're just investing more time into it. This Titanic Monarch is such a long zone. But in actuality, Egg Reverie fight, really not that complicated. Here, you'll be back, do what you gotta do, J-Lopes. People who say Studiopolis, one boss is hard, just need to stop jumping when the slope is going downward. Yeah, that's the thing, they don't understand the mechanics of the game. This is a momentum-based platformer. And so, like, based on, you know, how fast you're going And if you're going up or down an incline, it impacts your jump. And people don't understand that. They just jump and they go, why didn't my jump do what I wanted it to do? Which is understandable. But yeah, they need to be a little bit more active in their observation. Yo, Ice Cat man saying I'm out, have a good night. Yo, later man, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it, dude. And, yo, let me know if you get that, yeah, you said you had a trick for, what was it? Mirage Saloon Act 1 with Ray? Yo, let me know about that. I need to know. Tim Doctor was hyped for Octopath since its announcement last January. I wouldn't know that, 10th Doctor. I didn't really ever see you talking about it. No, sir. Yeah, like, I streamed the demo, man. And a lot of people showed up for the first demo. But most of the people that showed up were not my regulars. A lot of my regulars did not show up for the Octopath demo stream. A lot of new people came in. And they got mad hyped to see me, like, break the game. Because, like, that was the goal. We wanted to see how high the damage could be in the game. In the demo, we were like, how much damage can I deal? And so I did all the things I could to increase my damage as high as possible, and it broke the game. And that was super hype, man. Everybody popped off. It was really good. But again, yeah, a lot of my regulars missed out on that. And then, and yeah, so I'd be talking about Octopath and just nobody cared. Felt bad, man. Felt bad. Blackham says, man, I don't have sub badges. And the weight is killing me. Oh, what are your sub badges, Blackham? I didn't know you had figured out what you were doing with that. I know I have. I'll get there eventually. That's weird. That should have been a better dive there. I don't know why that was so... Oh, come on. It's so tight, man. Because, like, I have to be underneath those bombs or whatever. If I go too low, man, I can't land on the fan. The demo was trying to display a 5-digit number when it wasn't really programmed to it in the demo. Yeah, man, that's what we're talking about. We got the game to yeah, we were able to do a number so high the demo couldn't do it, man. It wasn't displayed. Feels really good, man. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was around the damage I should have dealt. Because, like, that's what we were going for. My goal wasn't to deal damage that broke the counter, because I didn't know that was possible. The goal was to deal as high damage as possible. And upon going for that, I realized the game would not display 5 digits. Felt good, man. Felt really good. You've had your badges for 2 weeks, Glackham? They're plums? Oh, plums! Yeah, no, that's really good. So I take it they're, like, different colored plums? Oh, they got sparkles like the tings do? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that works. Gold and silver plums. So you still haven't hit 5-digit damage? Well, I mean, if you think about it, 10th Doctor, as you continually move through the game, you're going across enemies with higher defenses. So naturally the damage is going to reduce as you move forward. Unless you can find something that, kind of breaks the system. The game is not balanced around. Whew. Barely made it. Barely, dude. Okay, so it's purple, red, silver, gold? Okay, yeah. No, good colors, man. Alright, that's one. Can we get the 3 in a row, man? Can we get the 3 in a row? That's one. It's been a while since I've gotten the 2 in a row. I want to get the 3 in a row, man. That's all I want. Give me what I need. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Man, I feel like I know this level like the back of my hand at this point. Just been playing it so long. That's Speedrun. Alright, excuse me, chicken. Don't jump into the chicken. Don't hit the blue platform. And a deep dive. Alright, alright. And just keep it steady, keep it steady. Alright, go down, go up. Oh, that's too low. Gosh darn it, man. This is so hard. This is so hard, man. I can't... Like, it's that last dive I keep messing up. The last dive is the one that is ruining me. If I can perfect that last dive, I'll be good to go. The back of your hand certainly knows the back side of the ship. You think so? How do you go straight into a spin dash after landing on your feet? Just by holding down. It's like, I'm not actually going into a spin dash, I'm just rolling. But it'll make the same sound effects. Oh, but if you mean with Sonic, Sonic has a drop dash. So if you hold the jump button down while he's in the air, then he'll do that. He'll go into the drop dash. It's effectively the same thing. It's not as fast as a spin dash. It's pretty good. Alright, here we go, here we go. But yeah, that is a Sonic only ability. Only he can do that. Oh, with Ray on the first part? Nah, Ray can't do he can't do a spin dash in the air. No sir. He can only roll. If you hold down, he'll go immediately into the roll. And obviously, depending on the elevation, that will be quite the speed increase. I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting over to where I want to go more often. I'm not consistent yet, though. Like, I'm not trying to be perfect right now. I don't expect to be perfect in, you know, one day. But, like, if I could just do it 3 times in a row, I'll be pretty happy. Alright, don't jump into the chicken. Don't hit the blue platform. Deep dive. Alright, keep it steady. Ah, I went a little too deep. A little too deep, because it's tough, man. It's tough, that part. It's been a while since I've died there. But, because, like, you have to continually go as deep as you can without hitting the bottom blast zone. As high as you can without rubbing your head on the ceiling. Or else you won't have the height you need to make it all the way across. Gotta keep at it, man. The 3 times in a row thing never really holds up for consistency ammo. More often than not, it's just a fluke. I'll take a fluke. I'll take that. If I can fluke my way to 3 in a row, that'll make me okay with it. Because, like, right now, I can't fluke to 3. I've yet to fluke to 3. If I can fluke to 3, that is still an improvement. So I've fluked 2. I've fluked 2, but I've yet to fluke 3. If I can fluke 3, that's good enough for me. Ah, man. I'm not expecting to be perfect. That's not my goal right now. It's not the goal. Cause yeah, like, I would do that in, fighting games. In fighting games for a fighting combo, I wouldn't put that combo, you know, where you're trying to connect a certain sequence of moves together, like, I don't know, a high jump kick into crouching heavy punch, into light Tatsumaki Senpukaku, let me just say, light hurricane kick, into light kick, into another light hurricane kick, frame perfect, into a last crouching light kick, into, can you go up there? Into EX hurricane kick, into ultimate. That's a very tough combo in Street Fighter. Very, very tough. I was not willing to do that unless I could pull it off 10 times in a row. But if I could do it 5 times in a row, I'd be willing to try it here and there just for kicks and giggles. And for this, 3 times is enough for me. And yeah, even 10 times isn't perfection. Far from it, man. It's hard to say when you've truly achieved perfection. But still, the higher number, man, the better you are off. Thanks for just speaking gibberish right now. You're probably the only one here who could picture that whole combo you just said. Alright, I'll help you guys. I'll help you picture the combo. Okay, so we got this high school girl, right? She is a plucky little girl. Not little, she's a high schooler. But she wants to become a fighter, that is her dream. And her idol is Ryu. Hopefully you know who that guy is. Either way, even if you don't, whatever. So she has her idol, and her attacks are based off of his. He has the Hadouken, you know, the fireball. He can throw fireballs out of his fist. That's what the Hadouken is. He also has the Hurricane Kick technique. The Hurricane Kick is when you take your foot, you know, it's like right in front of you. Like you put your foot forward in front of you, and you spin that in a circle. It's the Hurricane Kick. And yeah, everything else is pretty much what it sounds like. So this high school girl jumps in the air, and she does a kick. She kicks the guy in the face. Then, when she lands, she uppercuts him while on the ground. Then, following that, she does the hurricane kick, her little twirl. She does a little twirl with her foot going around. And then, she taps his foot. Then she does a twirl kick again. And she taps his foot again. And then she does a really big twirly kick. And after that, she throws a Hadouken up in the air, or the fireball out of her hands. Bam! That's the full combo. Were you able to visualize it? Hopefully that helped everyone out. It's really tough. A really big twirly kick? Yes, a really big twirly kick. Gotta twirl, gotta kick. Very important. Alright, no chickens. Into the blue platform. Gosh darn it. I went up too high. But yeah, Stormcrow, essentially, I was talking about consistency. I was saying how I want to be able to do this trick in this speedrun 3 times in a row. I was talking about how in fighting games, I'll usually, like if I can do it 5 times in a row, like that's good enough for me. And I was trying to get people to understand the kind of button inputs that would be in a combo, and so I explained the combo. Then Doctor said he couldn't visualize it. So I tried to go all the way, man. Get people there for the full adventure. And those twirly kicks are very important. The high school girl in that fighting game, she cannot do that combo without the twirling kicks. Very important. Oh wow, where is all this speed at? I should be so much faster than what's going on right now. Oh, I was so close! So close! I gotta stop going so low. That is my problem. Like, I don't know what it is. You know, I did watch the Han movie that came out recently, but I gotta stop going so low. It's not what I need to be doing. Instruction unclear, just picturing a Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. Essentially imagine a roundhouse kick, but you keep doing it. You don't stop roundhouse kicking, you just keep going. That is the hurricane kick. Don't stop spinning, man. Just keep going. Multiple roundhouse kicks in one go. Okay. Here we go. This is gonna be the good one. I'm not gonna go so low. And now I'm too high. Gosh darn it. Oh. The precision required for this trick, man. It's not an easy trick. Let's see. Controller says side quests in Octo are OP and actually require you to read. They'll be too OP for things. Yo, side quests, man? Are side quests just those NPCs with the orange dialogue boxes? I've yet to come across any that weren't extremely simple in nature. But I also have only done the chapter 1, so maybe there's some pretty tough side quests in chapter 2, or the orange dialogue NPCs are not side quests. I mean, that's what I would call them. Maybe they have a better naming convention than that. Alright, don't go too low. That was... I can't believe I'm alive! Oh, man. That was... oh my goodness. I swear, if I had been like a millimeter, not even a centimeter, if I had been a millimeter higher, I would have banged my head into the ship and I would have fallen to my demise. Face plant? Yeah. I don't want to do face plants. Alright, so that's 1. Let's get the 2. Let's get the 2 in a row. Our goal is to get 3 in a row. You gotta start with number 2, right? Well, you start with number 1, but then there's the next step. Step number 2. Alright. So you can't figure out a lot of the side quests in Octopath Traveler, Prince Doctor? You're it, man. Fair enough. Alright, here we go. Number 2. Don't hit the chicken, don't hit the blue platform, hit the deep dive. It wasn't as deep as it could have been, but our speed is pretty legit now. Go down. Go, 2 in a row! 2 in a row! We're doing it! We're doing it, guys! It's really real! The 2 in a row. Use this. Yo! Alright. 2 in a row is my highest score. 3 in a row is when I'll feel confident enough to try to do it in a run. I don't expect to succeed, but I'll do it anyways. And we'll go for it. The NPCs with orange dialogue starts a side quest, and there tend to be multiple ways through. If you have not spoken to anyone since your original Octo chapter and just using special abilities, have missed all of them? Oh snap. Okay. Some of them have seemed obtuse? Okay, I guess I just haven't seen the obtuse ones yet. Everyone's just been like, this guy's bothering me! And I'm like, okay, I'll just go beat him up. Side quest complete! Oh, I did not do a deep dive. This could be a little tricky. Yeah, nah, that one went sour. I tried to save it. At least one of them seemed like it needed Hunter Path, and that did nothing for you. Got you. I mean, because like the Hunter and the Warrior both do the same thing in Octopath, don't they? That's how it looked to me, anyways. Looks like they could do the same quest. I haven't had anyone say, bring me a bunny rabbit. That's yet to happen. But plenty of people want me to fight other people. Alright. Not the blue platform, the deep dive. Could have been deeper. Movement's good though. Movement's looking good and going real low. That was too low. That was way too low, man. Like, I can go that low, but I have to come back up. And I'm too hesitant on pulling back up if I think I'm as low as I need to be. And then I realize I'm too low and it's too late at that point. Yo, is that Cyclone? Good evening, failing a lot? Yo, man, this game's... Or not this game, but this trick is really hard, Cyclone. I've been having my troubles. You definitely just beat a guy for a quest in Doctor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Most of the side quests I've seen so far are like, go beat this guy up. But I don't think they're very advanced. That's just my current perspective. I mean, there was one where like, I think they're like, I want to see my dad! And it's kind of like left up to you to like figure out who his dad is, I think. But it seems kind of obvious. Oops, didn't go low. The guy said he was looking for beast training. Oh, okay, yeah, beast training. That sounds like you need the hunter, alright. What beast does he need trained? Yeah, the beast the beast hunter in Octopath Traveler. He can do that, no problem. Can train all sorts of things. Pterodactyls even. Those things do so much damage. Feels good, man. Pterodactyls. I was thinking rocks, actually. Not like an actual rock. I mean like the giant mythical bird. Why is that bird named a rock? It's such a weird name. Hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright. Don't jump into the chicken. Avoid the blue platform! Didn't get it. Ah. He may have been looking for you to find someone to train him? Yeah, maybe. Since Doctor says I am Rock. Always have been, always will. Yo, man. His name's not even Rock, his name is Phoenix. So dumb. So dumb. Like, I'll never understand the thought process, right? You take a mythical bird. His name is Phoenix. He's got mostly red plumage with like yellow, green, and blue. The idea is supposed to look like fire. And let's see, what type was he? I want to say he was a wind type. Blade. And then when they translate him into English, they made his name Rock. So he looks like fire. His name is Rock, which might make you think Earth, but his element is wind. Dumplings? Yo, let's not even go there, man. Let's not even go there. Oh my goodness. Gosh darn. I don't know. Did they get like the Nintendo Treehouse or something? Somebody's super unqualified to translate Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And it's so weird, right? It's like some of the translations are like spot on. Like in my opinion, like Pyra's name is like such a good translation. Cause like, if they just took it literally, her name would just be like something like fire or flame, and that's just dumb because that's not the feeling. Like there's a feeling they're trying to evoke with her name, and it doesn't fit as well in English. Like I guess maybe they could call her like Holy Flame or something, but even then, like that's not right. Her name's not supposed to be Holy Flame. For Pyra, that's a, you know, applying something to a word that already exists, that has something to do with fire, that sounds more fantastical. That is a proper translation. That is a good job. Wow. Interesting. I didn't die. I could have landed there, but I was so surprised I didn't die crashing into that thing that I didn't adjust. Charlie says, a rock and a phoenix are two different mythical birds. I don't think that's what you're talking about. They are two different birds, right? A rock and a phoenix are two completely different mythical birds. And they name Phoenix, his name's Phoenix, they name him Rock. Why would you do that? A rock, stereotypically, in, you know, fantastical lore, is a giant brown bird. They're generally brown. They could be other colors, but they're generally brown. And they're... the thing that makes them the fantastical creature that they are is their size. That's what it is. It's not their ability to come back to life. It's not, you know, their fire characteristics. Ugh. Gromark, Azurta, and Genbu. Yeah, man, they're just all over the place because those four were connected, right? And like, again, we've been over this. Like, when you're translating the four celestial beings, because in Japan and China, they have the four celestial beings. This isn't so much a religious thing, it's an astrological thing. Because there's certain stars and, you know, star charts and stuff. And these stars are divided into four sections, a north, east, south, and west. And each one of these sections supposedly looks like one of those creatures. Either a phoenix, a dragon, a turtle, or a giant cat. It's supposed to look like one of those in like Japanese, Chinese astrology. Like their whole zodiac thing they got going on. Can I make it? Barely. It's supposed to look like those. But yeah, in a lot of their media, they'll have those four creatures. You know, the phoenix, the dragon, the turtle, and the cat. And they have names. It's like their actual names, but it's not like the Phoenix. Phoenix is not a pure translation of Suzaku, though. They are very similar creatures. Yeah, it's Suzaku, the celestial being, the flying firebird. Then you have, what is it? You have Byakko the cat, Genbu the turtle, and, I forgot the other one. Oh yeah, and Suzaku the dragon. Or no, Suzaku, Seiryu the dragon, excuse me. You have those four. And like, they've been translated, I'm sure some of you have seen them in things before. Be it Digimon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Beyblades, and they're translated in different ways. Sometimes, they'll just make up new names. Most of the time, they just keep the same names. A lot of the time when they translate Suzaku, they keep it Suzaku. Same thing with Seiryu, Genbu. It's so weird, man. Yo, is this 2 times in a row? I think this is 2 times in a row right now, guys. We talked about Xenoblade? That would explain why I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes. Because, yeah, Xenoblade takes these, takes a character that's named after a celestial being. And, you know, Japanese and Chinese, their zodiac. And translated it to Rock. Which, you know, Rock is a mythical bird that's supposedly really big. But, like, his name is Suzaku. Which, the closest equivalent, which it's not 1 for 1, but the closest equivalent is Phoenix. They're both birds attributed to fire. Sometimes are completely made out of fire. And they, not always, but sometimes are also, has this rebirth thing going on. That's what phoenixes do, you know, they die and they're reborn. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. Alright, hold on, I'm getting the good dives. Getting the real good dives. Alright, go low, not too low, go lower, Banks, lower. Gosh darn it, never the 3 in a row. Let's see. Hey, says the letter 10. Yo, how you doing? And, Vexatious Vinks, have you watched Code Geass? Because you blew my mind with Suzaku. I've watched the first season of Code Geass, but it's been a while, so I don't remember it super well. But yes, I have watched, some of Code Geass. So yeah, I'm just, you know, trying to talk about these things, man. Because it's annoying to me, man. I don't like things that are improperly translated. If you're gonna translate something, do it right. That's how I feel. Jelly donuts. Yep, good old jelly donuts, man. Oh, it's so dumb. So dumb. Like, I get doing something as dumb as jelly donuts in, like, the 90s. But to be in, like, it was 2017, and to call rice balls dumplings is just hot garbage. We know what rice balls are. You know, we're not... Everything isn't this crazy oriental thing. What's that oriental food you're eating? No, like, there's Japanese food and Chinese food. It's not all oriental food anymore. It's 2017, give it the program. You know what a rice ball looks like. Even people that have never seen a rice ball know what a rice ball looks like. Because they can imagine, with their human minds, that it is a ball composed of probably rice. I don't know how they do it, man. Humans, how do they do it? Some crazy minds. Crazy, I tell you. Oh, that is super dead. It's so hard for me to tell the differences when the camera changes like that. Alright, Vexatious. Okay, well, avoiding spoilers as best as I can, Suzaku is a very appropriate name for that character in that anime. Got you. I'm guessing they have, like, a moment of rebirth then? Yeah, rebirth is definitely an attribute that Suzaku would have. Which Mega Man X game got a new translation? I believe that would be Mega Man X4. No. X5. Because originally X5 had the Guns N' Roses names for their characters. Like, what were their faces? Duff McWhalen, Grizzly Slash, Axel the Red, stuff like that. Yeah, nah, man. They gave them new names that are closer to what their Japanese names are. 'Cause yeah, their names were so weird. Because a lot of the, like, Mega Man X Mavericks have always had simple names, like Chill Penguin, Storm Penguin, Storm Owl. Like, you know, you just take, you know, an adjective or, like, a color and apply that to an animal. And that's usually the name of the Maverick, but not Grizzly Slash, Dark Dizzy. They changed it up in X5. Yeah, apparently, like, the translator's boyfriend really liked the Guns N' Roses band, and so she changed it, and he was really happy with it. But then, you know, like, everybody knew what it was, and the fan base found out about it, and there was a lot of backlash. Then he wasn't so happy. But yeah, that was really irresponsible. You shouldn't do things like that. You're gonna translate something. Translate the names. Don't just come up with your own names. That's not translated. It's not how it works. Vic says, I mean, I hate spoilers. I do. So if anyone is opposed to Code Geass spoiler, I'll hold it. That character is one of my favorite anime moments. Yo, it's all good, man. No worries. Tidal Whale? Oh, is that his name now? Tidal Whale? It fits. I mean, they're far less interesting. Like, I'm sure for people, like, back in the day, right? When X5 first came out, like, Guns N' Roses, I guess, were probably more relevant. I don't know. I don't listen to music. I assume they were relevant at the time. Or at least more in, like, mainstream consciousness. And so, like, yeah, maybe it just felt, like, really, like, cheap to a lot of people. Just, like, literally, these characters are these names just because this woman wanted to, like, make her boyfriend happy. And so they're ruining the experience. But for me, I like the names. They stand out. You know, Duff McWhalen. I don't know, I really like that name. Versus Tidal Whale. It's not as interesting. The Guns N' Roses names are brilliant. I disagree that anyone that wanted it changed, wanted it changed back. God is apparently a German word for something, I guess. Yeah, Automods does not like that word. Guns N' Roses was relevant last in 95. yeah, 95. That makes sense. That makes sense. You put out a CD around 2007? I mean, you can put out a CD without being relevant. Not that I would know, like, I'm just saying. Cause like I don't listen to mainstream music. Unless Sonic Mania is like mainstream now. Okay, that was real clean, man. Let's go. Vex just says, okay, so basically, Vex, if you remember Lelouch's ability, it can give any person one command that they have to obey. For very long and short, his friend Suzaku becomes suicidal. Lelouch tells him to live on, accidentally using his power on him. So from that point of the anime on, Suzaku basically can't die because he was told to live on and becomes a super skilled pilot. No, I saw that scene. I saw that scene. So what, was that in the second season? I guess I saw the second season. But yeah, no, man. It was a good scene. I liked it a lot. It's a really good anime. I wish I would have, like, finished it, but, like, part of the problem is that, like, I had watched a very similar anime in Gundam Seed. Gundam Seed is extremely similar in a lot of ways. It's not one for one, but it's similar in a lot of ways. So whenever I saw the anime hitting the same beats, it just felt like I've already watched this. But the characters are really nice. It's a really good anime. If you haven't seen Gundam Seed already, then yeah, no. You'll enjoy it. Yo, is that 2 in a row? Is that 2 in a row? Let's go! Basically his power was get good? Yeah, it's a pretty good power, man. Not too bad. Yo, 2 in a row. Yo, 3 is the goal, man. If I can do this, dude. If I can do this, then I'm the best. The best Sonic Mania speedrunner in the whole world. That, or I'm just a guy that got a little bit better at this level. And I'm ready to do some speedruns. 3 in a row. The pressure's on, Banks. Can you feel it? It's like, I like adding that pressure to myself. Because it's like, if I fail here, it's not a big deal. Because it's practice. So I want to apply that pressure to myself. So that it feels more like if I was doing it. I don't know if other people do that. Add pressure to themselves to try to, you know, make themselves do better in the future. Maybe I'm just weird. Oh, that was a terrible dive. Outlook not good, guys. Nah, we're dead. Yeah, no, the first couple of dives are the most important ones. You mess those up and it's done. We'll get there, man. We'll get there. I'll get my triple dives. It'll happen. So thanks. Not a spoiler, but do as many side quests as you can in Octo. It helps. Okay. I mean, I wasn't trying to like avoid the side quests. I mean, there was a side quest that I couldn't do at the time because I didn't have the relevant character. And I haven't gone back to do it yet, even though the game has fast travel. But now that I have all 8 characters, might as well go do that. Letterton says, I want to try to speedrun this too, but I'm really scared. The left analog stick on your 360 controller veers left. You're not gonna have a good time speedrunning with a bad controller. Like, that is not something you want to do to yourself. No, no, no. Like, if you want to speedrun, you need a solid controller. That is important. You're just gonna have a bad time otherwise. Just a real bad time. Yeah, I remember I used to speedrun Mega Man X and Pokemon Red with a controller that wouldn't always get down inputs. Like sometimes my down inputs just wouldn't happen. It was like the controller was like 10-something years old. It was a really old controller. But it was understandable. It's not like my controller was like, you know, just dotty design. It was a great controller. Its time was up. But I kept trying to use it anyways. Yeah, the Mega Man X, like, it messed me up here and there. But Pokemon Red, it destroyed me. I quit playing Pokemon Red until I got a new controller. And even then, I took a little bit before I got into it. Tro says, yeah, I've ignored the side quest, and that was incorrect, so I'm going back, and it's led me have a bit easier time. Okay, that's good, man. That's good. Paper Mario is not fun with the controller being broken. I mean, a lot of games are not fun with the controller being broken, to be fair. You are correct. You are correct, Letterson. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Personally, like, one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had with a broken controller was my Pokemon Red speedrun. Because, like, legit, I was like 2 minutes on PB pace or something. I think I was about to get sub 2 for the first time. Or it might not have been that. Either way, it was a really big deal for me at the moment. It's been something I've been trying to accomplish for a while. And I was on such a good streak. I was doing everything perfectly. At my level, I was doing everything perfectly. And then for that all to turn around, just because the button didn't go through, to lose everything, felt really bad. I was not having a good time. This is 2 in a row, right? I want to say this is 2 in a row. Yo, that's my fastest getting here yet, man. Thanks. Don't you talk to me about Pokemon speedruns and broken controllers. Yo, look. I can say whatever I want to, Vexatious, because I played Pokemon Red with a broken controller. If you, yourself, are also playing Pokemon Red with a broken controller, that's your choice. You're playing the game with a broken controller. You got no one to blame but yourself. Go buy a new controller. Yo, baby. I'm a lot meaner to Vexatious because he's a big he is how can I phrase this? Me and Vexatious, I don't know. We have a teasing relationship. But I don't want to tease Letterton. I feel like that would be mean. So I won't tease you. I'll only tease Vex. But he's okay with it. If he says he's not, don't believe him. What were we saying? So would it be okay if I'm not very good at these new Encore Chaos Emerald stages? That's what you're scared about? They're so hard, Letterton. They're so hard. I got bodied by them over and over and over again. I've yet to perfect them. They're way more difficult than the normal Mania ones. And they're so much more precise. So yeah, don't be intimidated by that. They are harder. It'll take time to get good at them. It just will. I mean, that's what I'm going through. Like, that's why I'm doing this stuff right now, man. I want to learn enough about this game to get good at it. Because I'm not there yet. I'm not. But hopefully I will get there in the long run. That's the goal. Oh my goodness. Ah, so tough. Vinx calls it teasing. I call it abusive. I try to tell people about it, but then Vinx tells them not to believe me. Who needs friends with rivals like Vinx? Yo, it is what it is. And yo, it's Magic Enforcer saying you want to get good. Yo, I'm trying Magic Enforcer. I've been at it for a while. I'm trying to do this trick in this level 3 times in a row. I've done 2 times in a row. I can do 2. I've yet to do 3. Essentially, you can fly. Oh, I didn't grab enough rings here. That's not the best. Yeah, we'll try to do it without going Super Saiyan. Alright, I have to focus for a second. This is going to be way harder. And I'm dead. it controls completely differently. But yeah, I'm trying to fly underneath the stage. It saves about 30 seconds. It's a pretty massive time save for this game. 30 seconds is huge. That's gargantuan. But I need to do the trick consistently, or I'm just going to be wasting like I don't know, like about 30 to 40 minutes every single time I mess it up. I'd rather only waste like seconds. So that's why I'm practicing it now. Whoops, I was supposed to go up there. Control says 20 hours into the game, I just figured out how to use the mini-map. The mini-map? Do you mean the like radar thing? The thing you toggle on and off with the R button? Or is there something else? Because that's the only thing I know about. If there's another map that I am unaware of, then I'm in the same camp as you, Petroleus. That's so close! I almost made it all the way up there. Imagine, though. Imagine if instead of going all the way down, I glided up onto that thing instead. Because that's possible. Did I press exit? Oh no, I did restart. Perfect. Keymailer offered you the gold version of whatever Mario and Rabbids, but you don't own a Switch. Feels bad? Yo, man, people have been trying to get me to play that game forever, but I can't do Mario and Rabbids. $60 for that? The game doesn't look that interesting to me. I would probably buy Mario and Rabbids for like, if I'm being completely honest, $5. I think it's worth more than that. I think it's probably worth about $20. But I mean, yeah, I get the art's really good. The music's amazing. I could see myself buying the soundtrack. I'll buy the soundtrack by itself for $20. The composer's so good. But I'm not into the game, man. It doesn't look like my kind of thing. Oh, radar is a mini-map? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game's in-game term for it is radar. But yeah, that's what you're calling the mini-map. Fair enough. And letter 10 says you can get it on Keymailer Vinx. And oh snap, is that a donation? Yo, Controllers versus the bots with the $5 dues saying just 5 votes? Let's make it 5 more. I'll have to tell you what I'm voting for in chat. Alright, Controlius. What are you voting for then? And Magic Enforcer says Blue Dragon. Yo, Blue Dragon's a pretty good choice. Blue Dragon's an amazing game, which I have never beat. I've never beat Blue Dragon. I would love to do that one day, because it's so good. I did sign up for that thing you told me about, Letterton, but I haven't really been engaged with it too much, because I've just been way too busy. I have way too many games. So like, they're like, hey, would you like more games? And like, that sounds so good on paper. But I feel bad if someone's like, here's a game, I want to see you stream it. And like, I don't stream that game because I just don't have the time. So, I haven't really been engaging. Because like, as cool as like, the Rabbids game is, right? Like, I have so many other RPGs I need to play. There's like Chrono Cross, there's Blue Dragon, there's Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. There's a lot of RPGs I need to play. Mario and Rabbids is at the bottom of that list. You're the only one that puts votes towards that Magic Enforcer? And let's see. Petro said that was intended to show up for Magic Enforcer. Let's just assume he wants more towards Blue Dragon. Okay. I was very confused. I was very confused about that. Because I was like, if it says that they'll say it in chat, this has to be someone trolling and pretending to be someone else. But it makes sense for it to be from Petroleus. So I don't understand. Is J-Globe secretly still around and pretending to be Petroleus? Because he's pretended to be people before. But Petroleus isn't usually one of his marks. I was confused. Oh, it was so close! It was right there! It was right there, man. It was all right there, and I goofed.